My price went up, you can't afford me. I'm everywhere, I know you can't ignore me. I cost too much, yeah, pay just to see me. They're taking notes, so yeah, I know they wanna be me. Money makes a girl act different. All couture, yeah, I made it out the kitchen. I don't wanna listen to a boy with a severe lack of vision. I'm on a mission, yeah, I don't get stuck in traditions, nah. I'm on my business, y'all are my witness. Fill my cup with a splash of citrus. Make lemonade, that's what gets me paid, yeah, yeah. Turn a sour day into a power play, yeah, yeah. Superpower, babe, let me light the way. Give me space now, you should know your place, yeah, yeah, yeah. That money comes easy, no risk, no tax, no forcing it. Big stacks to the ass where I'm sourcing it. First class, I can sell a whole course in it. That money comes easy, I'm the one with the cash and flex, yeah. I'm the one they trust with the big, big bucks, yeah, I bring good luck. My price went up, you can't afford me. I'm everywhere, I'm where I know you can't ignore me. I cost too much, yeah, pay just to see me. They're taking notes, so yeah, I know they wanna be me. My price went up, speak to my people. Yes, there's a fee to see me, oh, I'm way too regal. Just look, don't touch, stay off my aura. Oh, I know when the energy, they all need more of. Upgrade, made an upgrade. I get paid more, cause I win the race. No shade, but you an even place. Upgrade, yeah, made an upgrade. Upgrade, made an upgrade. No fake, yeah, I did an upgrade. You could try, but it won't be the same. I'm a winning why I put it on my name. That money comes easy, no risk, no tax, no forcing it. Big stacks to the ass where I'm sourcing it. First class, I can sell a whole course in it. That money comes easy, I'm the one with the cash and flux, yeah. I'm the one they trust with the big, big bucks, yeah, I bring good luck. My price went up, you can't afford me. I'm everywhere, I'm where I know you can't ignore me. I cost too much, yeah, pay just to see me. They're taking notes, so yeah, I know they wanna be me. My price went up, speak to my people. Yes, there's a fee to see me, oh, I'm way too regal. Just look, don't touch, stay off my aura. Oh, I'm the one, the energy, they all need more of, yeah.
Coming back with a new rap, lighting up the dark on a new path. Never can be stopped, I'ma prove that. Tough as a rock, I'm a shock, I'm a champion. Brighten up the night like a full moon. Ready for the challenge, overcoming too. Never can be stopped, yeah, the chains loose. Ready for the fight, do it right. I'm a brick by brick, never stick by stick. We gon' build it so strong, baby, grit by grit. You thought I wouldn't make it, it was inch by inch. Moving step by step, quicksand so thick. Pain bite like a pit, but I got a fire in me. It just hit like a bomb tick tick. I move like the champs do, microphone spit. Lyrics in the mix, make you smile and take a pic. Finna hit another level, turning up the bass and the treble. Fighting opposition like a rebel. Gotta make you feel it, never settle. It's getting real, boy, like Geppetto. Hard like some metal. I can feel the weight every single day. But we gain the power, victory awaits. We about to break through the gate, stepping on the scene like a grape. I'm coming back with a new rap, lighting up the dark on the new path. Never can be stopped, I'ma prove that. Tough as a rock, I'm a shock, I'm a champion. Brighten up the night like
It's Jason Bourne.
ready for the challenge, overcoming too. Never can be stopped.
Yo, they are getting leaked on.
Ready for the fight.
He's showing the tweet. He's showing the tweet.
Building up muscle mass, week to week. The heart of a champion, beat to beat. Swing with the best of them, cheek to cheek. And focus on the mission, man, until it's complete. Battle through the heat, no defeat. Moving through the valley, no retreat. The team stay elite, they can't compete. We earn what we get and don't cheat. We burn through your squad, no cease. Coming out the blaze, pushing through with no delays. Gear it up, this is the way. Hard like some metal, I can feel the weight every single day. But we gaining power, victory awaits. We about to break through the gate, stepping on the scene like a grape. Yo!
Hey, yo!
Back with a new rap, lighting up the dark on a new path. Never can be stopped, I'ma prove that. Tough as a rock, I'm a shock, I'm a champion. Ready for the challenge, overcoming too. Never can be stopped, yeah, the chains loose. Ready for the fight, do it right, I'm a champion.
Come on, crap, bro.
Just got nukes, bro.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, this is great, guys. This is must-watch television.
Have we ever seen? Surely we've seen a triple donut before, right?
They did eat donuts this morning, chat.
No kills.
No. Oh my god. Okay, there's the start.
This would technically be 4 because if they don't get around, that's a donut as well.
That's 2 donuts. Come on, Nero. Come on, Nero. Come on, Nero. 3 donuts!
Oh my gosh! Triple donuts! What am I
There's
watching?
no way.
Bro? What am I watching?
What a map. These guys are horrible. Holy I think we also just played that godlike.
Yeah, we did.
This streak for next round.
Yeah, but
perfect.
Now with 30
seconds to play. The Heretics just have to stay alive. This is a kill mission now for Mamba. He must find this kill or the round is lost. The plant will happen. The check. Oh my good God!
Joe deceives. Yes, he's shooting. The guy's shooting nuclear missiles.
And it's the nuke who's able to line up 4 in a row. Fire for 3 and Fire to call the game.
We are back. It's the final 3 days of Qualifier before we head to DreamHack for Major 3. That's going down in Atlanta, Georgia. We want you all to join us. But today, we're in the Columbus studio. We got Nameless, we got Rosalie. I'm your host, Chris Puckett, and it's going to be a good day.
It's going to be a fantastic day. We got some good matches. The teams are set for the Pro-Am. I'm excited. It's going to be fun.
Allie, what are you excited about here on a big Friday?
I'm excited for that second matchup on the day, but I'm not going to get into it yet because we have a birthday to celebrate.
That's right. Yesterday, I had a lot of margaritas, a few martinis, and today we have a hangover. But back then, I could go all night and then wake up at 7 a.m., hit rehearsal, start casting at 9, and finish the show at midnight. These were the glory days alongside Des Bryant, Dwight Howard. They let me play Hijacked with some of the great YouTubers like Temper. We've seen it all.
Twins.
Listen, that's Christopher Puckett, a.k.a. Sneaky Beaver. This is AW champs, I think.
Yeah, that guy on the right, his name is Fwiz. He was one of the OG commentators.
Yeah, they had
Sorry, I'm too young. I'm too young.
Allie,
This is crazy.
They had trucks back then, or trailers.
We did have trailers. All 3 of these gentlemen went on to become multimillionaires. Only the one on the left failed to do so.
Hey, you're on your way.
You're in there.
Close.
Shout out to Replays, TP, Merc, all multi-million-dollar world champions. There you have Ton, Allie, and Ant working together for the first time as I made my return from the Overwatch League
Happy
to Call of
birthday,
Duty.
Goat.
Thank you, guys.
You're the best.
And it all comes full circle at another Pro-Am event. You came in.
Absolutely. And speaking of Pro-Ams, back in the day, we used to have massive open tournaments, and DiamondCon blew my brain. That's right, Allie. There's potential in this young man. Look how tiny he was.
He was incredibly tiny. The lighting is horrible in that image. I mean, truly.
This is over 10 years ago.
And now he is a champion 13 years later, from MLG Columbus 2013 to now Online 2026. P7 finishes not just first at the Birmingham Open, they now win NA Elite Season 3 now.
Yeah, it's awesome. You know, these guys, they've been frying, and they're trying to get themselves a spot in the Pro League, and they have a great opportunity to do it. Lock themselves into the groups. You know, obviously, they had a huge win over Huntsman last night, and now guys like DiamondCon, you just saw in the picture, you see Snoopy with the NPC in hand. He's been playing really well, and then Eric Boom. Maybe they'll find themselves finally on a CDL team. They're gonna have to go through a couple of them to leave their mark, though, here in a week.
And it's tough too, like thinking back, like especially Snoopy's situation, like getting dropped down, and now you're putting up numbers like this, being one of the best players in Challengers.
Joe Deceive Jr.?
That's tough, but that is the kind of route we think about when we think about Pro-Ams and when we think about sending young guys back down to Challengers, is that they go, they grow, they learn, and they get picked back up. So definitely some hope here on this piece of
Shout out to Eric Boom, by the way. He kind of bombed out in the CDL level playing with the Heretics, but he has been crushing Challengers for years now.
Yeah, he's developed for sure. And, you know, even a guy like Beans as well, you got to talk about, comes down to this team. They win the last event. So, yeah, if there's a team that's going to cause a stir, they probably have the best chance.
Another team to look out for come Atlanta is Omitt. Shout out to Rafi, the owner. He has been scouting Challengers talent for years, developing them. And now you bring in an OG like Bance, a guy who's been to the World Finals for Splice. He's coaching up some youngsters to their second place after 4 DNPs, a brand new squad.
Yeah, brand new squad. You know, we're hearing about this DK guy, Ethan. They're both pretty good. Denza, the vet on this team, rounding it out with Aspect. These guys with Bance at the helm, trying to teaching them the ways. They've been performing, locked themselves up a spot as well, looking to cause some upsets.
Omitt reminds me very similarly to kind of like what Miami Heretics does in their camps with a lot of these younger guns, is they just keep spitting out talent, and it's just one of those organizations you have to continue to watch because their name's always in the conversation. I'm excited because hearing the name Denza, I mean, that's a guy who's ran Challengers for a while, so not only you got Bance on that back end as that vet, but having a guy in comms in the game really does make the difference, especially for these younger kids.
Do you know what's kind of wild? 2 of their players are 18. I am older than the 2 of them combined. Shout out to Maven and I. That is Omitt representing Europe. As we take a look at who else is going to be representing the global scene, we've got to take a look here at the Huntsman and ROC. Huntsman, though, making Methods proud. Let's talk about the squad and what they've achieved, Nameless.
Yeah, I mean, they had the huge win in the winners final over P7, the team that we just talked about, then found themselves in the grand final where they ultimately lost, but that was great reps. You know, they get second overall, which qualifies to be in the Pro-Am, and these guys, what a feel-good story for this team.
Yeah, Dallas Open, you finish 4th. Then you get 2 top 12s. Now you're finishing in a grand final, and most importantly, one that qualifies you for a win.
Yeah, and you know, nobody could have predicted this. Like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, there's no way you would have predicted this Huntsman team when this program started for them to make it this far. And, you know, for a guy like Swooty, it's such a feel-good story.
Oh,
I mean, he's been grinding. He was on the Stallions, had to learn the ropes, man, and in the public eye, streaming every single match. So feel good for them and see if they can do something.
Wait, Swooty's streaming all of his matches just like Shotzi?
Yeah, all
wow.
It's been a content machine.
Go watch the Huntsman. Challengers is growing. The open brackets are back in action, and it's all going to lead up to our Major 3 finals. Rock Esports, though, will be representing MENA. That is the Middle East, North Africa region. They, of course, finished 3rd in the first EMEA Elite, 1st at the Dallas Open, 2nd in Birmingham, and now a 1st place in Season 3.
I mean, just not a surprise, right? Like, now this is the complete opposite story from the Huntsmen. This is a team you expected to be in this position. I mean, they've been unbelievable. You might see some familiar names in Dahum and Kicks in their few weeks that they got to see on the CDL on the Riyadh Falcons, and clearly able to take a little bit of what they learned down to Challengers.
They have been unbelievable. I mean, across the board, you're hearing these guys' names come up, you know, to potentially get picked up to the pro teams, and a lot of them have said that they just enjoy dominating Challengers. It's kind of where they're at. They have an insane amount of team chemistry. They've been together for so long at this point, and they feel like they can beat anybody. So another team to look out for to cause a major upset, and playstyle clashes versus some of our top teams might throw them for a loop. I'm super excited to watch ROC.
Another coach shout out to the OGs who have been around the block. Steve Vortex coaching up the Saudi Arabians. They are looking like rock stars for ROC. There you have your 16 teams that'll be competing at our Major 3 in Atlanta. For now, though, we've got 6 teams playing today. Who's going to be our first winner? Heretics or Falcons today, Alley Cat?
I think it's going to be Vamos, the Miami Heretics, because they've been looking unbelievable, but don't count Riyadh out.
That's right. They're surging forward. And, of course, Naywis, we will see Vancouver versus Koi. Any potential for an upset in your eyes?
So I told TJ that that was the worst breakdown I've seen all year, and to buy his teammates Mind Gym, the book. Crim 6 put us all on it back in the day.
Yeah.
It's very, like, easy read if you're a young player. You can soak it in. And he bought it for Gwyn.
Oh,
he bought it for Gwyn.
So Gwyn might hit another level today, and we go game 5.
Does Gwyn know how to read? We'll find out at 6 o'clock. Until then, lock in. We got Falcons versus the sunshiny Heretics here from Miami.
It's Jason Moore.
He's showing the tweet. He's showing the tweet.
Major 3 is going to be a classic. 4 challenger teams are taking on the 12 pro teams, bringing non-stop action to the ATL. Get your tickets before they sell out at DreamHack.com/Atlanta.
Brought to you by America's Navy and the special operators who work in the shadows.
Start the season strong with the 2026 Call of Duty League Pack. Grab yourself the CDL operator by scanning the QR code on screen or check it out in the Call of Duty store in-game now. Scuff, official controller of the CDL.
Let's find out who's built for the big save. Heretics ready to dive in.
Lights 2.
4 and Snoopy wipes them all. But Hydra with the switch impossible. He's making top room. So damn happy. Insights. Down a bruiser. Dominance on the grandest stage.
Esports World Cup is right around the corner, and so is DreamHack Major 3 from Atlanta. As we take a look at our last qualifier battles, we open it up with Heretics versus Falcons, and this could be a close matchup. If you're looking at our season standings, the recent match, though, despite a round 11, it was a 3-0 in favor of Miami. Is it expected to be as one-sided today?
I think just because of the way Miami has been looking, yes. But I will say Riyadh's respawn looked a lot better last weekend, and already that was a tight matchup when it was the 3-0 and it came to that map 1, so maybe Riyadh has a little bit more firepower than last time.
At the time, both teams were playing for a top 4 seed going into Major 2, and the Heretics are looking like a similar position. Despite starting off 1-1 in this qualifier, they look great in the minor, and Trakes with the MPC has been a new player. Metal's resurgence, though, to a superstar may be the big story for me. Can he keep it up today against a guy like Celium?
I think he can. You know, for these guys, they just got to find a way to play how they do versus FaZe versus everybody else.
Yeah.
There was clearly a game plan and strategic diff in the last series they had versus G2. The multiple ARs on Colossus kind of stopped the SMG attack. SGO getting pushed up behind enemy lines, like threw them for a loop. But more times often than not, they have the advantage in search and destroy. And in this particular matchup, it is going to be like David versus Goliath in that game mode. That is the one that Riyadh have struggled with all season long. So, you know, if you're a betting man, you really like Miami in this one, just based upon their streams.
Ali, we were betting people last time. We all took Miami in the G2 upset. So what does the Heretics need to avoid today?
They need to avoid a playstyle matchup like that again to just get caught. It was at map 1 too, where it was just like Miami Heretics is such a strong team when you give them that early map 1 momentum, and if you take that away from them, they're susceptible to falling flat.
Let's take a look here at their opponents in this matchup. We have the Riyadh Falcons, and the Falcons, of course, retooled their roster going into Black Ops 7. They bring in the 3 world champions with Celium, Kismet, and Pred. Xnid was tried out. His position was up for grabs. He earns the spot, proving that he is the best fit, and he has shined here in the new meta. Can the Falcons continue to win online? I know they don't have any success on land to speak of.
Yeah, they just desperately need to find some composure. I mean, you're talking about a team outside of the last 2 wins versus Vancouver. They are 0-7 in Hardpoint this split. That's a stark difference from being a top 3 Hardpoint team during the Stage 2 qualifier. So, yeah, Riyadh have to get back to their Hardpoint ways, find some of these new maps and add it to pool, whether that be Gridlock or Saki. And then the stars got to start starring. I talked about it last week. Celium and Pred, you know, they haven't been playing that great, especially in S&D. That has to get better.
Celium right there had a .75 against Miami. Historically, we had, of course, the 3-0 beatdown for Miami the first time around. This time in our maps and modes alley, what looks good for the Falcons? Do you like their odds here as we have Sake, Plaza, and Den, the new maps, 2 of 3 to open things up?
I mean, they have 1 win on both of the hard points in the new maps in this layout. So for Riyadh Falcons, it's kind of like, okay, you obviously feel comfortable enough to put both of them in this series. It's just the S&D that's really going to stick out. Plaza and the bang outs. Riyadh is actually well in those chaotic situations. Should we get to that game 5, I don't feel great, but I don't hate this for Falcons.
Yeah, I mean, they put a lot of work into Plaza, so you feel like better about the game 2 S&D. I guess the question mark is the map 1 Saki. I mean, Miami started off super slow on the map, but the last time we saw was the Blitz 15 shrink out of medals versus FaZe, so they have figured it out. So, yeah, if you're the Riyadh Falcons, you have to secure the game 2 Plaza search without question.
Fred just getting the team pumped up, chatting with the coaches one more time before they get into this one, which gives us a moment to do our scuff pick'ems. Before we get to that, though, reminder where we're at in the standings. This, of course, is your Major 3 qualifiers, and it's just the Thieves, Optic, and Gentlemates at 3-0. 1 loss for FaZe, 1 loss for Koi, and, of course, 2 losses for the Heretics after that beatdown from G2. This is a big one for the Falcons here. You move up to 2-2 with only 5 matches played. This is going to have a big impact on where teams finish going into that qualifier.
Yeah, both these teams are battling to try to maybe get to that 6th slot where Vancouver Surge is sitting right now, and so this is going to be a big matchup as far as seeding goes.
Pick'em time. Let's start with Rosalie. Are you still out in front? 107 to 106.
I won. Is this where you get to me? I'm going to go with Miami Heretics still. Even with their loss to G2, I think they're a top team heading to the Pro-Am.
Yeah, I'm going with Miami as well. I think Miami take this one. Riyadh haven't looked great unless it's Vancouver on the other side.
Have you not talked to Clayster about this matchup?
Well, it was his birthday yesterday, so I wish him a happy birthday. I didn't want to burden him. I didn't want to burden him with like questions about how bad his team's been.
Clayster's birthday, my birthday, Faker's birthday.
Goats.
Wait, it was Faker's birthday yesterday?
Some greats in esports.
That's the only one you cared about after all those names?
No, it is a Falcons day. Sorry, Heretics. I think you're going to have to fight from the 2nd stage, and the fans think the Heretics got this one locked up. It's time to go to Maven, my fellow geriatric on the cast. Maven, quick question.
We are old.
I tried to do 40 push-ups on my 40th birthday. I made it to 27. How many can Pred do?
Probably a lot more. He's built like a pit bull, dude. Like tiny, those little stubby arms. He probably do a ton.
They probably bench presses a whole bunch.
Yeah. I remember like when Jack and I used to go to the gym, we'd do bench, and like I was stronger than him in a lot of ways, but bench, he had to go like this far. I had to go this far. It's not fair.
Yeah, it's probably the same thing for Pocket.
Yeah. Honestly,
he would lose in that.
Bench stuff is tough when you're tall and gang.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk Miami. I think it wasn't just the phase win of the qualifier. It was combined with the minor success for them that we thought the G2 match would be a win for them. They get 3-0'd. Afterwards, I think it was Rinker tweeted, not gonna lie, that was one of the weirdest matches I've played, which is weird because I think that's the way teams have described playing Miami in the past.
Every single top team.
Yes. Yeah, every top team has said Miami's weird to
G2
play.
just always do it, dude. They have one win. They wrap you back in. They bring you back in. That's what they do.
Yeah, that what you took away from that? Like, I was thinking more Miami side. You're thinking like G2, you little.
Yeah, like people, I mean, even myself, I'm like, maybe it's time for a change.
Do just enough to keep you on.
Then you remember they have a top 6, they have a top 4. It's like,
yeah, for champs, like you're in a
props to them.
You're in a decent position. Yeah, true. I think it's just always we always expect like this is the time. This is where they're gonna be consistently.
Oh, Miami,
consistent.
Yeah, and then
well, for both actually. Yeah. I mean, that's a fair combo.
I guess if you're Miami, yeah, we kind of felt like, all right, they're now establishing themselves as a top 4 team. Like that's just when you expect them to win, and they don't.
And I mean, both teams for Falcons and Miami have had relatively tough schedule, like 2 tough matches, one like kind of layup. The fact is, you're both sitting at 1 and 2. This is a massive match when you just talk about the upcoming event. To be fair, if you're going to be bottom 4, this is probably the qualifier you want to do it because instead of starting in like losers 1, you at least get into a GSL style pool play. But you also don't want to be the 9th or 12th seed where you have 2 good teams in your pool.
That's it. Yeah. I mean, you're down there. Who knows who you're going to play? Right?
You go 1 and 3. I mean, it gets scary.
It does get scary, but standings are a little bit of a mess now. That's why we got 1 more weekend to play.
Yeah, I gotta imagine there's gonna be a team in the top 8, 2 and 3. It's just will you be that 2 and 8 or 2 and 3 team that gets in? Will you have control of your own destiny? Estelle hit some nice shots, and we're kind of BSing about the upcoming event.
We're excited.
No, we are. It's a little different with the 4 teams coming in. We now know what all 16 squads are going to be. It's just where are they going to be sitting on the pro side? But it's a good start from Falcons. Xnid, Pred doing their thing early.
I mean, right away. I mean, you just flipped them right away. You've had no pressure here. Look, Miami, they're just stalling. Okay, this is like old school Hardpoint. They give this up 25 points to go. Normally, we still see some front pressure because you can have them spawning all the way towards the back, but they give this up very early. This has to pay off.
Let's see if it does. So far, so good. You don't lose anyone right before new pop, so they're all going to be in position. And well, now we'll see how Falcons do with these opening gunfights. You're just going to be checking corners. You know, people are going to be posted up for Heretics. You see them clearing everything. They're able to take down 1. Trakes will get 1 on the other side. Super and Trakes will turn it into 3. Miami in a very good position here at the P3. Their turn to answer back, and we'll see if they can get it all done. Let's go to listen in now. Miami is Trakes is on 4 straight.
Arriba del P5.
Mira, va para light, creo, ¿vale?
Arriba del P5.
Otro más, el IP5, no viene, el IP5. No, está en lujo, esperando. Sale en anterior derecha, vete, te bupeo. Corre. Matale y sale mal. Búscale.
Ojo subida, está puesta en banana, cuidado.
Escuchado, banana, no veo nada.
Muerto.
Estoy en por banana.
Te salgo por teléfono. Teléfono, una bala.
Tiene punto.
Teléfono, chavales.
Teléfono ahí, el teléfono
Chino,
falta el de teléfono, a la izquierda de teléfono.
Punto suto Quispe.
Aguanta.
Tengo teléfono.
Ahí no escucha.
China absoluto, China
Jorge
exit.
tocado. Mira, ventana.
Orliz conmigo, está una bala hacia el muerto, estoy una bala.
Teléfono, escalera.
Me puse al teléfono ya.
Ya mira el punto. Con la punta.
Chame, hay que ir por la izquierda y el
Sí,
medio.
Con la punta, ¿puedes ir de frente?
Una bala fondo.
Una bala punta en roca.
Oye, está bien,
Sácalo. Está bajo China.
Es el último. El primero es el
Muerto.
Primero
Cara, muerto.
Es de Viña cara, cuidadlo.
Tiene cara.
Era el siguiente.
Oye, déjelo. Uno lo vi.
Vete.
Uno P5 muerto.
Aquí me puede bumpear.
No se olvide, segundo por la esquina.
Teléfono pinchado.
No sé qué hacer.
One of the bright spots for Miami as of late has been Metal's play, really. I mean, you think about the series first phase, he's been hitting another gear, struggling right now at 3 and 10. Falcons are still out in front, but you know, despite Metal's slow start, you're in a decent position.
Yeah, I mean, you obviously trade P2 and P3. That was the big part right when we got to that listed, and it was kind of on them to hold. And they respond is what you split a bit of the time. You keep that lead if you're Falcons at the P4. And now it is back to the Heretics side. I mean, this is a map they keep picking right now. They are 1-3 since Saki's entered it, but it's one they go to. So I'm assuming practice is going well, but in matches, not so much.
It is so weird to me that is like a thing. And maybe it's just how much I've like talked to Crowder about in the past, but he'll like literally show me like a spreadsheet, and they're like, FaZe will be 98% win percentage on this hardpoint thing, and then they're like 0-3 in live matches. I'm like, I guess I get it if it's like at a major on the main stage, but like for an online match, it doesn't really make sense to me.
I mean, it just depends the way you're kind of.
Well, how other teams practice too, and how, yeah, that's true.
Correct. Are we going? What are we working on? That's a big discussion. But yes, you want to win, but it's also, all right, how did we win? Yeah,
there'd be something very specific another team is working on. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Still a slim lead here for Falcons. We now get into our second set. Drake's, he'll be cut down. Nobody in the hard point for now. All the gunfights going on around it. Dipping our toe, it'll be Cell. He'll get the bar, and he'll be the one to chow and take out Rancor. We'll see what Super can find. Well, he's going to find some shots to his forehead. Exton's going to try and chase that out. Decent finesse from Super, and honestly, it's going to turn into maybe a couple of kills for him. Exton couldn't finish it off. And now Super has gotten 2. Great play.
I mean, you've been playing so conservative. If you are Falcons, like this is what they held so well last time. Was this P2? Kismet, like he was rotating back and forth. Then he gets involved when 2 teammates go down, and now you lose around 20 seconds. Plus you get flipped. This is what the Falcons were trying to do. Can Heretics execute better here at P2?
Well, one spawning out. Rancor, we'll see if he's going to be able to get some freebies as he tries to get to his teammates. He's going to have Metals tucked in the corner in front of him. What's the timing going to be like with Pred on the other side of it? Rancor's going to get caught, so he's not going to be much help. His teammates have to step it up now near the point. Exton's gotten to the back. Maybe would have influenced spawns if he stays alive, but as he drops, the spawn instantly comes in for Heretics to the backside. For now, Heretics holding on. We're going to see if Falcons, though, can break behind Kismet. Let's go to listen in now with the Falcons side.
I'm in a hill. He's on the backside. One shot middle. Absolute. We're good. Set up. Yeah, dark quick. One spawn, look at me. I'm blocking flowers. Yeah, go. What do you have, Sue? Is anything open? I'm playing depths. I got low blue. One more. One shot going third. You might know punch, dude. Yeah, make one shot. Come on. I'm gonna go bridge. I need one low. Yo, man, low blue. Trying to hold the left. Yo, man, Super powers. One more super. Okay, two there, boys. I spawn middle. One's out long. One shot on who? Yeah. I'll go left. Top three. I'm flanking third. Playing third, he went bridge, middle. Time. Bridge dead. Bridge nice. One time. Break on time. Right side time. What? I'm moving. And one bridge. I'm gonna run. We're good. I'm wrapping them. It's a big 60 on here. We get a 60 right here. We're gonna get
Lead change as Heretics now go out in front. Highlighted Metals early. I think he was like 6-16. Pops a triple at the P2. Has been playing lights out over the last couple of hard points. And well, Heretics in front.
I mean, Falcons, right when we listening, right? They have the P2 break. There's like 2 dead. They take down Rancor. You heard them getting fired up.
They're dead. And
Metals just like, shut the hell up. Here's 3 to the face. They held onto the spawns. And well, a massive moment there at the P3 as well, as you break that with around 35 seconds. But you still have this lead. You are fighting if you are Falcons now, trying to lock down P4.
Nice shots there from Cells. He was in a bit of a 1v2 dance. They still have control of the point. Brent's trying to push it out. Good eyes over the top. Kismet gets the shots on through. We'll see now from his POV. He's going to get another trying to play here from the rock. Tags into Tranks, just able to win it. Straight headshots, 4 straight. Nice little streak here at a big moment late game for Kismet.
And I don't know what happened with Rancor there. He was on the pinch to the back cut, and it looked like he was caught in between 2 places, playing for somebody off spawn. Do I help the hard point? That was their chance to break. Instead, this has turned into a great hill for Falcons, now within range of winning map 1.
Can they close it out? 25 for the dub. We get to what is usually electric and mixy P5. So far, so good. Kismet has been nuts over the last 60 to 90 seconds. He has found so many kills that he's set up Falcons to maybe get this dub. They're going to lose him. It's going to fall to Fred to now make the play. He gets 2, damage into another. Cell Hope, one still softened up, and well, there's one weak player. But he's got everybody else in front. Heretics have done enough to retain control. They cannot win it here, but this is where you have to do kind of the 2-point attack. You have to win it here, but what's good about this, I guess, is if you win it here, you kind of also win P1 as well. Not one of those situations where you have to win this and get across the map.
Yeah, that's why Trace is moving on forward. He wants to lock this area down on this rotation. Super's gonna help him. They cannot win there towards that P5 anymore, so you kind of give up that time, and you're gonna have one more spawn to do so. Exit's able to find that kill, but with Pred getting another one, you were gonna be very staggered here if you are Miami going for this.
8 points needed for Falcons now. They're gonna be in the hard point. Heretics, they gotta go. They gotta go quickly. Second by second, this one's about to be done. Someone's gotta pick the player out of the point. Kismet wins another big one. Cell is there for 2, and that will seal it. Falcons hold on and get the dub. Come out big in a massive map 1.
Well, I think as soon as you talked about Metals really stepping it up, I think from that point forward,
yeah.
like 1 or 2 and 10.
Yep, pretty sure. Yeah,
he got blended up a bit towards the end of that game.
He was the definition of streaky in that game. Holy.
Yeah, but I just think you gotta give props to Falcons. That P4, I mean, they put 40 or 50 on the board. You just could not get close to that hill. And then you have 15 to 20 to win there at the P5. You're able to win that quick rotation on over, and there's just so much pressure on Miami.
Yeah, and I think we saw a lot of it from Kismet's POV. Like you're talking about that P4, Kismet went nuts there. Taking a look at the damage and numbers, who led the way? It's Pred putting up in the damage department. He's got 31 kills to go with that. And yeah, just, I mean, that's a rough one out of Metals. No way around it. Probably lowest damage in the lobby. Struggles with the kills. I don't know. I mean, he just has series like this unless he's playing FaZe, and then he's God. He's got to pretend he's playing FaZe every match.
Every match, yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Bobby Boucher, the water boy.
I don't know what, yeah. Bro, I don't know what it is. Guy's insane. He's better than Simp when playing FaZe. But couldn't get anything going here. We'll take a look through some of the highlights before we get to the search and destroy. For Miami, I mean, the good thing for them here, they'll have an advantage in search without question in this particular matchup.
Yeah, I mean, it's been better, though, recently for Falcons. Like,
better, but I don't know if it's top 2 like Miami.
Yeah. But, I mean, I guess this was a huge map here. Just because, again, this is your map pick, what you've been doing so well, and then it's going to get a little bit weird here. We have a Plaza, we have a Gridlock Hardpoint. These are some maps where both of these teams don't have a ton of reps, so you're feeling good if you're Falcons. That's a map 1.
And just a reminder, yeah, both these teams are 1 and 2. There are 5 total matches to be played to kind of round out how the seeding is going to work for this upcoming major at DreamHack Atlanta. It's a big one. Yeah, you get to 2 and 2. You feel pretty good. I mean, yeah, you could still finish 2 and 3. But you're at 1 and 3, and you're really worried about bottom 4. And yeah, that might have been. Well, actually had a couple moments he got fired up.
Well, I mean, it was Pred before that. I mean, you could clearly see what he was saying. That guy was fired up throughout that game, and that's just the energy. I mean, you hear in the listen, it's what has worked for them so far.
No, we've said this a million times. Things are going well for them, they seem disgusting. When things are going poorly, it's like,
yeah.
Like the difference between like their body language and like demeanor on the good side versus bad side might be the single biggest swing of all teams.
I think that's why that sort of. Listen, everybody has things they like and don't like. It's like teams I played on, jobs like that.
You would have hated that.
I hated it. Yeah. But I think what's tough about that is when you know that is sort of your high. When you're not hearing that in the comms, it's sort of like, my teammates are getting smoked.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, no, that's an interesting thing you don't really think about. But yeah, no, you've always said that. You're like, if someone's roaring in my ear like that, I'm gonna punch him. Yeah. Like let me think. Let us communicate about the actual game. If I hear you yell dead one more time, you're dead to me. But a reminder how the best of 5 is gonna go. Plaza up next, and you said the Gridlock, it gets a little bit weird as well. Plaza is something.
Listen, I think outside of sort of these quick hit rounds, I think there is a lot of fun to it. Like, I think when you're the attacking team, you can show a lot of different looks. You can delay you can work through the middle of the map, you can work the outer bomb site, you go slow. It just, well, 50% of the rounds are over in 8 seconds.
Oh, no, it's like, listen, they're very different games, like Call of Duty and like CS, but I enjoy both, and I'll watch some CS, and then I watch like a round of Plaza, and I'm like, Well, that's not the definition of how different these two titles are from an esports standpoint.
I mean, even in our map set, like even our maps, it could just be so wildly different. But yeah, like Plaza is just this one where you're feeling good, and then you're like, all right, if we're gonna do this 4 times over, let's do it.
Yeah. We'll keep an eye on the all-out brawls at A. But no, I agree with you. Like when it's not that, I feel like it's been a lot of fun to cast, and you've had a lot of interesting, like, I don't know, it's come down to one-on-ones or, I don't know, nice little 2-on-2 games. Anytime it lasts longer than 15 seconds, yeah, actually, I think it has been pretty solid. It's just will we make it past that? Some rounds probably not going to. But
yeah, the only way that kind of works, the way it gets there, is that the defensive team just starts winning inside of A. Like whoever figures out, so the attacking team has to slow things down. But you kind of see post plan versus retake so far. Well, a big difference there. A retake's been great for Falcons, but as soon as bomb is down for Miami, they are guaranteeing a win.
And this is, I mean, a tough map to retake on. We've seen. Feels like if you're not going to, though, put 4 towards A, you kind of have to play a retake. So, yeah, those numbers will be interesting. One team strong in the post on the hold, one team strong in the post on the retake. We'll see which one comes out on top. Kismet, massive in the closing moments of that hard point. Looking to put on for him here. Wasn't it him that made me really nervous the one time when I was walked off the map towards B?
Yeah, towards B.
Oh, God, that was scary. It's going to happen at some point. Just the Omni move. Someone's gone. We get into it. Not a 4-on-4 fight. It's numbers for Miami, though. They are just going to send it forward. A nice stun, I think, hits Drake. So at least it looked like he wasn't able to react in the way he wanted to. So that'll be a blood over to Falcons. A-side control 2 Heretics, but Falcons have got their kill. They're like, we're out.
Well, yeah, I mean, Falcons, they had a mid hit. They were setting this up for kids to go right through the middle, but Miami pushed Falcons. So they're like, well, we're alive. Let's just rotate this out. Let's get this bomb down. And great stuff there from Falcons.
Yeah, I think somebody hit a big stun. Otherwise, you might have gotten an opening kill there for Heretics. Well, Kismet tucked in the corner. That corner is not safe or sneaky. Super ready for it. Quickly into a 3 versus 3. Stellium ripped in trouble. This is that scary ledge we were talking about.
It's like on Den, dude.
Cell can't hit the shots. Pred gets smoked. Guns are hot right now for Heretics, but Pred is able to get one. Exney gets one as well. Suddenly, it's all down to Metals.
He's behind both of them.
1 versus 1. Metals comes away with both. Maybe not making the plays in the hard point, but he clutches up round 1 of the search and destroy to close out the 1v2.
And whoever that was like looking, turned around, and I think just saw his teammate and like was like, are you gonna watch the flank there? They knew Metals was gonna go all the way around, or at least it felt that way.
Apparently they didn't, Joe.
They did not. There was enough time for him to flank, and they are just caught off guard. You're gonna see him like turn and just literally look at you like, hello, friend.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, Pred just looks at Exton and is like,
yeah, why are we watching the same thing?
Yes, exactly. I mean, if Exton just goes out middle there, he probably wins that round.
Yeah. Or if his original position was in the corner, he got to a little bit late. And that was the opposite of like a back-to-back setup. That was a front
why are you looking at me?
Setup. I was going to call it something that I can't say. But yeah, no, that I didn't realize how goofy that was at the moment. That might have spelled some of the issues with Falcon Search and Destroy right there.
Especially their post-ball.
Great replay, because that was comedy. Some good team shots in for the opening first blood for Heretics, but right after that, Cell and Pred are going to find 2. Heretics have been so good in the post plant. Falcons so good at the retake. Here's our first kind of look at it. Drake's had to get 1 before he dropped, not able to do it. We'll see if Rancor can clutch. It was Metals that clutched in the last round. Rigger's starting to do it here. He's going to get some damage with that nade or not. Chows and will drop. Where'd that nade go?
No, it hit him.
Oh,
no,
it did? Okay, I thought for some reason I didn't know hit marker.
No, it got a hit marker, and he's just in a tough spot.
I'm blind. I totally missed the hit marker. I was like, where did that thing go?
That's just one of those plays where there's just still so much time on the bomb. It's difficult when you're in that situation because you never know. You might hit one. The second one could be on the bomb. You're going to have to chow, and it runs right into both of them. Well,
you saw the stat leading into this, talking about post-bomb situations. Advantage to Falcons, at least in that spot. This will now be tied up. And maybe we'll choose to look at different angles this time through. It's a meet and greet At A, you'll have numbers for Falcons. The one person not in the play is Rancor, who is mid-map. Metals gets you 2 somehow. Metals gets an ace. Can we see this from Metals POV?
I mean, I think we're going to. Yeah, I mean, he hits a nade, and then the final 2.
What in the hell?
And I mean, this is a gamble because Rentor's in the middle, so you're taking this 3-on-4.
The fastest ace probably of all time. That from start to finish, what, 2-3 seconds?
Yeah.
3, 4? So somewhere in that ballpark? He already has a 1v2 clutch. He has an ace there. All right, let's shrug off the poor performance in the Hardpoint because Metals is twisted. I don't know that I've seen an ace. Oh, okay, hold up. Cammy's on Raid was insane.
Oh, yeah, that one was
Cammy's Raid one was like, they all came out small door, right? That was basically, that might have been faster. That was gross. That's the only one that comes to my mind right now. Metals on a force spree because he got a force spree in the blink of an eye. It's like Kismet was the hot hand at the end of the map 1. He's struggling. Metals was dead in the water. He is frying. That does not look like a fun gunfight, but he's somehow able to finish the kill.
I mean, you take that if you're Falcons, though. You go 1 for 1. You only had 2 players in the bomb site
this time.
And now you might just be playing retake again. Cell and Tiz want to go, though. They're trying to catch them on the bomb. The problem is nobody was there. The patience for Miami pays off.
Yeah, and like Kiz played it wild and Cell like slow shoulder peek. They didn't really time that up well, and it leads to both dead.
Well, again, you're just hoping one's on the plane.
Yeah,
it's just a gamble.
Yeah. Expectation wasn't what reality was. So we talked about how good their post plan is. It's probably real good in a 3 versus 1. And that's what, I mean, those stats sometimes, I don't know, there's nuance to it. What maps they play. I mean, how many times you're planting when you have numbers. I'd be more curious. The stat I guess I would like is probably in post plant like a 4v4.
Or equal numbers.
Equal numbers, yeah. That's probably what I want to see,
equal
right?
Numbers post plant.
It's hard to, I think once you have enough reps, the stats probably kind of, you know, makes sense. But yeah, I'd like to know, yeah, with like equal numbers.
Maybe Easy Max listen to you. Maybe he's got you. That might be a tough one, though.
Yeah, might be. Kiz and Drake still looking for their first. Here we go. This is the hit. Last time it was the Metals takeover. This time it's all Pred nexted.
And well, you should see Super. I don't know what went wrong for him. I don't know if it was a nade that hits him, but felt like he was close to something, making the play. But yeah, I mean, it just feels like the offense, depending on spawns or what perks you're running, you can get there just a little bit quicker. Let's see what happened to Super. Yeah, but just doesn't think that maybe there's one behind him.
Maybe that's all this. Or he just turned to second late. I'm not sure. Yeah. Honestly, I really appreciate the replays in those because live, I have no idea what happens. Like,
no, it's just stuns, nades, or smoke on your screen. You never know.
Like, the only reason I knew it was a Metals ace is I literally stared at the kill feed for the whole. I didn't watch the gameplay at all. I was just staring at the feed, so you actually have an idea what's going on when it's that fast. And Pred, he gets 2 again. And he's streaking over the last couple.
That is just a great read there for Falcons, right? I mean, you've been winning inside A the last couple of rounds. Let's just hard play B, play a retake if they end up going towards A. And well, they just run right into your trap. It starts for a 1-for-1, but you have 3-4 players in this area for Falcons. You're just not expecting that.
And this is a map you need to win if you're Heretics. And dude, imagine like, bro, if you go from getting to the minor final, then beating FaZe again, which listen, maybe FaZe is in a slump right now, not like a title contender, but it's still FaZe. And then you lose to G2 and then lose to Falcons.
Well, that's what's been tough. Yeah, the middle of the pack teams, it feels like when they start to get hot, they have these losses. And you're just like, okay, they're just not there yet.
We're battling again. Metals, does he clutch it again?
He does.
Metals clutches it again. He's got an ace. He's got 2 1v2s now. And well, I mean, I know that's just a war, but I think it ends up with a 1v2. It does.
Oh, he just destroys him.
10-3. Let's see it. Yeah, we got to replay this round, this battle every single time. Yeah, it's Metals. 1 versus 2, and the last gunfight just fries him.
Yeah, is X-Nate weak at all from like a previous fight? He must be. Maybe like one bullet?
I don't think so. I think when we hopped him, he was full. Well, maybe he did. Honestly, he takes a bullet. But, well, that's just the NBC at that range, too. Like, put it in his guts. Medals on 10. Pred's on 11. He had a nasty stretch of rounds. And then, well, I mean, when we're going to be battling today, I'm not surprised those two players are finding a lot of kills. Finally, we get to take a breath in a round.
Yeah, we appreciate you, Miami. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Toss the smoke out over towards A, and they're going to wrap this over to B. Eyes on B will be Kiz, but no one really pushed up aggressively at all for Falcons. So more than likely, this is going to be a 4-on-4 retake. And again, it'll be kind of about the combo we had. Number 2 retake team versus number 2 holding team. But Heretics get one. Metals is twisted. 12-3 gets you 2 as the plant's going down. Maybe a chance for Falcons to catch them with numbers. They do push when the plant is going in, but Metals just takes over. It's all to Celium now. And they're going to hunt him down. Metals gets a 3rd. They cannot stop Metals.
Yeah, but what the hell are Pred and Kismet doing there? I mean, your 2 teammates are still rotating from the A bomb.
Well, I thought they were playing 4v4 retake, and I guess I was wrong.
No, they just weren't there yet.
Yeah.
I mean, Cell and Exeter are rotating all the way through, and you go early. It felt like Pred was trying to find a timing, again, just right through the side door. Maybe there's a player on the plant, but the bomb wasn't even planted. You had so much time to work with, and you just give them a 4 versus 2 on the bomb.
And that's maybe, 2 rounds now that you just kind of question the
I mean, you never
choices.
I assume it's just like, yeah, you're gambling at timing again.
Yeah.
And well, I mean, it's worked for Pred. The problem is it's not working for the team overall.
True. It's 5 straight for Metals. Pred and Trakes. Yep. Okay, I think Pred just got cambered out of his socks. Numbers for Heretics to close this out 6-3. And see, this looks like they're okay with them getting the plant. Let them plant and then work the retake. Don't need to gamble at timing. Easier maybe to do when it's 4v3, but.
Yeah, do you have a trophy if you are Falcons, or what nades do you have left?
Oh, they're just gonna group up, huh? Okay, we're just all gonna go through the same funnel. Let's funnel it in. Through the smoke, chaos. Can Falcons clutch up? Yeah, they do. They hold 3v4. Is this a circus?
And I think you may hurt yourself there with that smoke, because we've seen it where if you're someone holding, it feels like you get a little bit more aim assist than when you're the person near that smoke as well. Yeah, actually just lays down. He's able to find one, and yeah, you just kind of funnel, but you can't see anything. How can you get involved at all in this fight if you are Heretics? You just kind of blocked it off.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna like smoke
their view.
Smoke like midway,
Deeper?
smoke off the AR. Yeah, like smoke off the AR or something.
Not the play.
No, that didn't. I mean, we've seen it work, obviously, but it didn't work there. I just think with the 4v3, yeah, smoke a little bit deeper, take one player out of the play. If you lose, bait somebody, and then just trade.
Yeah, you might not even need it in a 4-on-3.
Just go. I mean, I guess I get it, because they're worried about being stacked all going through the same doorway, but. Fact is, Heretics haven't been able to close it out yet. We'll see if Metals can be a hero for the team one more time. He's won them 3 rounds now, if not 4.
Well, that time
is gonna go. Finally. It finally works. They send it, but Metals, of course, gets 2. Metals cannot be stopped. Super will get 2 as well, but Metals is on 15, I think. Well, I said right before, Metals gonna be the hero again. Sure as hell was. Metals with an insane map 2 to tie us up 1-1.
Just these brawls inside of the A-bomb site that we see. And you got what you wanted there in the last round if you are Falcons. We've kind of talked about gambling the timing on the plan. You saw Trace go for that bomb. You have the numbers if you are Falcons.
You just can't let Metals get 2.
Yeah.
He was unkillable. 15-4, 1,800 damage. I mean, that's one of the more impressive search games we've seen on the year.
Especially on that map, because you think you're going to get traded at some point.
He was the untradeable.
And he just does not.
Unbelievable. Like, I was wondering if it was one of those where, yeah, he had 15, but due to the circumstances, those situations, he was just finishing off some weak players. No. Apparently not.
Nope.
Because that is a whole hell of a lot of damage. Basically has what the rest of his team does combined. Monster performance, and that'll get us to 1-1.
Well, yeah, you needed that, because again, you're doing to a Gridlock, Hardpoint, a Raid cert. Like, these are just some maps where like Heretics they either haven't played or haven't looked great on the year.
I'm just excited for Raid Search. I don't think you and I have casted Raid Search this qualifier.
Well, yeah, a lot of new maps.
No, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I just love Raid in general, so I'm happy to get back there. Well, we'll see if we get to about 5. But so far, I guess kind of as expected or close to it. Falcons probably a better chance in the respawn. They're able to take that. Heretics answer back behind a monster medals performance. We're tied up 1-1. Both teams 1-2. This is a huge, huge game. When you think about where people are going to be seated inside of the pools for the Atlanta Major 3. We'll be to the map 3, though, after this quick break.
Major 3 is going to be a classic. 4 challenger teams are taking on the 12 pro teams, bringing non-stop action to the ATO. Get your tickets before they sell out at dreamhack.com/Atlanta.
Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL.
COD Champs tickets are on sale now. Come see the best teams lock in for this season's grand finale in fabulous Las Vegas. All 4-day passes come with early venue access. Head to phasevegas.com or scan the QR code to get your tickets now.
Look like the pros to play like the pros. The CDL team skins are available now. Scan the QR code or check out the in-game store now.
Brought to you by America's Navy and the special operators who work in the shadows.
At COD Champs, it's more than Call of Duty. It's you whipping an F1 go-kart at the Grand Prix Plaza, testing your aim and movement at Summerlin Paintball. It's you driving supercars at Speed Vegas, surviving the best escape rooms at Escapology, experiencing the immersive art in the Arte Museum. It's you taking a picture in front of the Bellagio Water Show and seeing Vegas from the largest observation wheel in the US. It's you and the squad making memories for life. A weekend in Vegas that you'll never forget.
Do you agree with Smokes not being in respawn?
I do personally, yeah.
You do personally?
I do too.
I think it would make the viewing experience worse. What did I just see on my screen? Who was that guy? Did you see that?
No.
Who the fuck was that guy? I don't know. Welcome to the Citizens over there on YouTube. There was some random guy, like, see how they have the quad box? Like, there was some random guy just like in the all 4 boxes, and he looked like he was going crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have the cross. Crossing Joe dead. Other one here. Nice. 65. So you have 60 for the outgo. Joe. What are you doing, Joe?
That's a dog.
Thank you all for tuning in. It's week 2, day 1. We'll be back tomorrow for another round.
It's not.
It's vibey in here, man.
Game pause, folks. Game pause. We're gonna reset the lobby here. Whoa! That is horrible. Do it again.
What's up, man?
Just gonna get the lobby reset, and we'll get back into this S&D as soon as we possibly can.
Sur 2. Encore, il est mort. Yes. Statue, ça spawn statue.
Here we go. We're heading to the club, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna try it out. Okay, 2 for 2. The trades are in. Oh! Miami Metals
just got all 4.
No, Metals with an 8.
Wait, did he?
Holy. Metals just popped 3. Okay, well, you got an ace.
Hello, we are back. Major 3 tickets still on sale for Friday tickets, just day 1. There are 50 or less remaining. So if you want to go to the event, grab your tickets. Hope it's gonna be a banger. Excited for another DreamHack.
I mean, it must be, right? I mean, only Friday single tickets?
Yeah. I haven't heard anything.
I assume. We've never pushed single day tickets for Friday. So, yeah, just if you want to see it, better hurry up.
You live in Atlanta and don't work on a Friday.
Yeah.
Hop on in. We're going to have a blast. But, all right, series tied 1-1. Any thoughts going into the overload?
I mean, yeah. I mean, Dead Overload is one that I think Falcons on the year have struggled, but just trying to get back into their bag. I mean, when they were doing very well in stage 2, it was all about the exposure. I think teams finally gonna start taking that away from them.
We're gonna check out our overall goal leaders here for stage 3. Trakes, Kismet, both on the list. Be looking at those guys to punch through some scores here in the map 3. Anybody surprise you on that list?
I don't know, because it's not like you're just kind of in the area.
No,
it's like the last one sometimes.
No, I guess that's why it's funny to me when it is a little consistent with some players, because I just view it like, I don't know, COD's been kind of objective by committee for quite a while now. Not as role-based as it used to be. Like, I just think scores are going to whoever.
Yeah, and I mean, sometimes it's just like you're in the everyone died, you're the last one left. You're like, thank you.
Yeah. Well, Trakes gonna try and punch through a couple. He struggled a bit in the map too, but has been a demon since joining the squad. But man, I don't know how different. I mean, that has been the trend all year. How we view one team one week is not how we view them the next. But I just can't get over the fact of how I was feeling about Miami after them getting to the minor final, beating FaZe again, and
it's like 3-0.
And if they lose this, I'm like, okay,
yeah,
sure.
Right back to the same conversation.
Like, are they gonna get top 6 again? Yeah. I mean, both these teams are, I mean, in a relatively similar position when you talk about, well, where they are in the standings, but also just there's been some online success in moments. Just nothing has happened on LAN. One of them needs to place, make it to a Sunday?
Yeah, I mean, that's why, like, for like our middle of the pack teams, you see G2 and you're like, oh yeah, they have a top 4. You just kind of remember, like, they have a better placing than Falcons, than Heretics, but these are the major 3 qualifier stages right now, and this is kind of what we're talking about. A lot of 1 and 2 teams, 2 and 2 teams.
Well, yeah, you and I were more talking like overall, but still in a similar spot this too, yeah.
Yeah. Where it could get interesting. You do not want to be in a spot where you're just in a very tough pool.
It's like, yeah. I mean, it's still important. You want to be top 2. You don't want to be playing a tough team, but at the same time, like I said earlier, if there is a time to be bottom 4, probably the best time to do it. Not start a losers 1. You're at least playing through pool play, GSL style, trying to battle it. But the difference, I mean, you know, we've had pool play in the past. You know, you go back to the CWL or MLG times, and you know, it was pool play just for seeding into the bracket, right? Like, no one actually got disqualified. With GSL, like, teams are getting disqualified.
You mean eliminated?
Disqualified, yeah. So
you're a referee.
Get out of here. Eliminated. My apologies. So a little bit different, but GSL bracket's lit. I mean, they're fun for pools.
Well, we had it last year at Dallas, right? I think that was when, like, Falcons got eliminated, like, right away.
Oh God, your memory's better than mine for that.
Yeah, so I mean, only 8 teams are getting out, and we'll know those by Saturday. So you'll have 1 day of just pure carnage.
No, true. I'm not sure what the delay is. We should be hopping into the map 3 here in a second, but maybe working on some kind of tech issue with one of the squads. But yeah, again, both teams trying to get to 2 and 2, get into that top 8. Any thoughts? Oh, did you have any, I don't know, big surprises when you think about the AM teams that qualified?
AM teams.
I just saw, like, most of my feed, I saw, like, Swooty clips, like Snipe.
Yeah, no, obviously it's awesome to see the Huntsman guys, but this is if it started today. So, I mean, immediately Group A looks horrifying. And this is kind of what we're talking about. Optic Huntsman and B, they would play each other in that first round. That would be insane.
Yeah, I saw, listen, I know Breaking Point can be very clickbaity, but I saw they tweeted, like, Optic has 2 pro teams at the next major. I'm like, well,
it's a pro and an AM team.
It's called a pro-am.
But they might be in the same pool playing each other. So.
No, that would be crazy. That'd be crazy. Part of me, like, doesn't want that. Part of me does. It'd be kind of insane, but.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of what we mean. I think it's just clearly Group A right now would be a shit show.
Yeah.
But a lot of games left. We still have a whole weekend.
No, true. Hey, things are probably going to swap around 100%, but it'll be interesting. That's your pool of death, though?
I mean, for right now, yeah, I don't think it's close.
This makes me think of, dude, World Cup. Like, I was looking through, like, you used to always have a clear pool, pool of death, but now it's kind of weird, man. With how many teams is it now? Like 48 or where the hell expanded to? Like,
48.
There's nothing crazy anymore. I can't wait for the World Cup, though. Every time I remember it this summer, I'm like, yeah. Going to be lit, but back to COD. Just waiting for these guys to get started, hopefully going here in a moment. The issues have been resolved. Looks like that is the case. So we go to Den Overload. We continue tied up 1-1. Shout out Monster. Go slam one. I was actually going to drink one during this. I forgot, dude. I forgot to grab it. I need a white monster.
Might have to deal for the next one.
Oh, I will.
I'm on Mars right now. There's enough pain in me to probably kill a horse.
I know. Casting sick is like, sometimes I've had fun with it because I just don't care. Like if I say the wrong thing or whatever, I'm like, I'm sick, whatever. I just sort of talk. But then there are moments when you're sick and you're like, what the did I just say? Like, whatever I just said was not correct. Your mouth and brain just aren't like in sync at all. Metals right back to work. C gets 2 off the opener. No one able to get EMP control yet because there's still a 2-on-2 battle happening at mid. Super is able to help through mid cut from Dojo side. And Number is still here. Oh, thank you, Danny, the wonderful producer here at EE, for bringing me a white monster. May you have a glorious day. I love you.
The best.
Oh, he's heard it crack.
You heard it. So we are just battling in the middle of the map.
Get in my mouth.
As Maeve is battling a white monster.
Yeah, sure am, Joe. Getting through the cracks, I think it's Pred. We'll see if he can make a play in behind. Well, he didn't slip through anything. He was spotted, and Rancor has the gunfight win.
This is rare. We have not seen the EMP touched for a minute.
You know how we talk about those guys that just win up close fights with an AR versus sub? Rancor is that guy. Dude, the one he won inside of P2, like in the hard part, I was like,
it's a headshot.
It was during one of the listen-ins. I can't remember who it was, a Kismet or something. I'm like, how did he win that? You should not win that, but the guy's a monster. EMP in a dangerous position forward, but you need players to move that thing, and all players are dead as Exnid finishes off the last one. Picking up kills mid-cut is Pred. He's going to continue to take routes. Now he's going to wrap it to help his teammate Kismet. Well, he gets fried by Metals, so that'll stall the push for now. Which is shaping up to be maybe a low-scoring affair. I mean, this reminds me of, I think I'm, what was it, at the minor, like the FaZe Heretics overtime on Den, like... You went, what, 7 minutes without a score or something like that?
No, I mean, I think Den, over the last couple of stages, it's just turned into, it's just tough to, there's just not a lot of freedom, right? And when you rotate, it takes time. Pretty much everyone knows how to defend, where Scar and Exposure, there's a lot more sort of wrapping. It takes longer to go from point A to point B. So yeah, I think a lot of this map is your defensive stances.
What, you think like maybe if there was like an opening topside mid, like that make it a little more rappy or
maybe? Yeah, I would guess so.
Because your rap's basically in your...
Yeah, you're gonna have all the info.
The defense is like red zone, right? A chance here though for Falcons. They got a pick. Right, good shoulders. Nice tracking then to finish the kill. You really need, I think, Exnid though to find one for you. It's always going to be that player that kind of takes a route through mid, tries to catch somebody, catch a timing. They lose him, it stalls out, but now hey, they're going to wrap it. They're going to group up mid and go behind Exnid.
Well, this is just what we're talking about.
They're going to take it all the way top.
Well, you don't even read this. You are. Oh, if he goes, he doesn't know. But if he goes, it's a score. Unfortunately, yeah, he doesn't have
It's a score. It's close to it. Yeah, he would have been. It might have been stalled depending on nades, but
they were not rotating.
It was slow. No, it was slow. I guess that is the one thing though, without it being like the mid-map cut, when it is that far forward, like you don't react quickly. It probably is a score. Heretics trying to turn this into something, and Walt Metals. This guy got fried map 1. Now he's doing the frying. The cook is in the kitchen. Metals going nuts, gets you 3, and well, he was full of clutch moments in the search and destroy as well. A clutch moment there. He's the reason you get a score.
Well, a lot of it is that on Den, right? Your forward guy. What can they give you? I think, you know, early on in this title, why it started so well for like Optic was obviously Shotzzy. He would consistently flank, find openings behind you as soon as he got a kill or two. That was a scoring chance. Obviously, that's developed and teams have gotten better at reading those pinches, but that's still the case. Metals was able to push his way on through. And well, guess who? He's still here again. This is just going to buy you so much time, and this should be another score.
I love Metals, bro. I think it's something. I think it's because I don't know if it's like an underdog thing, but like I guess just the number of times in like a tweet I've seen like fans be like drop him, like I root for him. Maybe that's why I'm such a big Kenny fan.
Yeah.
It just like pisses me off. I'm like, they can do it. I know they can. I like when he finds success and he's cooking.
Well, I'll tell you what, I mean, his teammates and his organization trusted him. He has been there since the pinnacle of BO4 and has obviously led them to some top 4s. It's just, yeah, can they get past that?
Yeah, I mean, you think about what the guys that have, who they've lost from that original, like Journey, who am I forgetting? Journey, there's like 2 or like 3 of them. He's the only one remaining from that original squad. I'm forgetting everybody else right now. When I started that, I had it in my head.
Methods, yeah.
Methods, there you go. Methods sick, yep. Metals taking the long route through, tracking back to help his squad, and well, he's gonna do exactly that. Everything he's doing is working out. Time dwindling. They just need to pick EMP carrier, which is Kismet. One of the leading scorers in this qualifier, wants to put through another, relying on Exton to maybe do something. You don't have anybody really pushing through mid, so if anything, you have two players kind of worried about it for Heretics. You might just be able to punch this up the gut if you can get through. Exton gets you two, goes huge. This could be the first score. It is not. Trakes might have lined up 3 there at the tail end of it. And yeah, I mean, they don't have the info we do, but they basically had a 4-on-2 there.
But again, just the patience, defense. None of the nades are able to connect, and yeah, you just hold the line. If you are Heretics, don't give Falcons any openings, but the person that was creating openings on this half was all about Metals.
Metals had a ton of plays throughout this first half. That's the defensive side of it, and this is where Metals gets you 3 to set up the first score. Just lays at an off angle, wins another, and he'll finally drop, but after the damage is done. Now pressure to Falcons to bring it back down 0-2. Kismet was in hell in that first half with 6 and 15, tries to turn it around here.
Well, I think this is what can kind of catch teams off, right? You're playing at such a fast pace, but Jonah versus this Heretics team, they just sort of let the game come to them at times, right? It's what we saw versus FaZe on Scar. It's what we're seeing right now. But Falcons, they're trying to go. Well, Metals was playing great offense this time, trying to play great defense, but they were just a little bit slow.
When you think of like kind of key players for their team and maybe the stage they're at in their career, like Kismet and Metals, like Kiz had a really solid map 1. He's been fried in 2 and 3. Metals had a horrible map 1. He's starting to fry in 2 and 3. And well, things have kind of been flipped on their head. X did. Oh, now he's going to get everybody, but the nade from Rancor will shut it down. Cell get EMP control.
And well, Falcons right now, they're trying to bring the comeback on. Let's go to a listening with Riyadh.
Patio on one maybe on you. Get kills. This one trust me. Yeah, be hard kills. Nade ammo. I'm nading ammo. Kills. I'm nading ammo. One shot. 3 days, guys. I hit him once. Go. Reset. Ball 20. We're walking in. Reset. Fucking kills. Nice. Trade that. Make cut tricks. I'm holding low blue. Come on. Come on. Can I grab it? Go on low blue countering. Low blue getting the 9 ball. He's gonna deny ball. I'm we're good. I have P2 pitch. One shot Metals out. Metals, one shot low blue. Metals is on the right. One shot, run the ball, one shot right. One shot. Super mid somewhere, super mid. Okay. Play your life, AG. Super mid scamming. Ranker's playing safe. He's wallbang. I stunned them, bully. More lane now, close. One shot, cap it. Fucking go, MC. Oh my god! On the right. MC. Last guy. I have the pitch. They're gonna play P2. Go.
Dude, Exton is the definition of fired up, and well, good reason to. You were down 0-2. You've scored 4 unanswered. This game flipped on its head. Falcons cannot be stopped. I think Heretics are wondering the same thing. Honestly, this Heretics tale of 2 halves has kind of been their team.
Well, and I mean, normally when they're in the lead, we were just talking about it before the listing. They play slow. They let the game come to them. I think that they just piss you off. It's just like, dude, I can't find an opening. And somehow you rip off 5 on 10 in 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes. We never see that.
No, we have not seen that in a long time. 2 to play. And what a comeback it would be from Falcons. One of the bigger swings we've just seen. I mean, that was rivaling a different situation, but we think that the Cloud9 G2, they're down 4. Like how fast it was just like.
And again, that's on exposure and Scar, where if you had map control, you can just sort of go, right? Put them in spawn trap. We have not seen this on Den at all since like stage 1.
Well, Falcons have another chance here, and next it's going to make it a little bit easier. That's going to turn ahead, I think, on the other side. It's going to be Super that's going to try and deal with him. You're going to be left in a 2-on-3 here, and you Yep, get smoked. It's another score through. Cell is 24-14, and he continues to cook. That's back-to-back scores for Cell, where he's gotten a kill on the point, then got his gun up and got a second one, and what that does is just keep Heretics pinned in.
Yeah, I think that's been the key. Just the 50-yard line has been controlled by Falcons, but normally where Den changes is a little bit past that, right? That first defensive hold, it's so tough to get by, but they have just found every single kill following that.
Exactly. I think every Falcon score. Yeah, how often is it like the score goes through but they get cleared? Like that just hasn't happened at all.
No, not at all.
Like,
they're about to put up 8.
This has been insane. Absolutely insane. Specifically on Din, as you said. Another one. Oh, just short. Feet don't touch the ground, but Cell will get it through. But you still have Kiz here. Like, if Kiz gets a kill, it's the same combo. He's able to get you one, it's the same thing. Pred's already off the spawn. He was the first to die in the push, and he's already pushed across half map. You can't get to positions at all. Heretics, I mean, one of the biggest beatdowns we've seen in a half.
Jen, you're 5-2 on the year compared to 2-5 for Falcons on Den.
7-0.5. We have not had that.
Now it's 8-0.
8-0.5.
And the map's over.
No shot. 8-0 in the second half. What was that? Heretics get their backs blown out in the second half. Unbelievable there from Falcons. The type of game
I don't even know what just happened.
The type of game Heretics wanted to play was not the game they got to play in the second half. I'll tell you that.
It's not. No. Yeah, as soon as we got to that listen, they were just roaring. They were going. We were joking just about like sort of like the two different sides. You have the subs going crazy, yelling. The ARs just slow with these comms, and then you look up and they have 5 on the board.
Holy hell. Thunderstruck. Unbelievable second half. I'll look at the stats. And, well, I mean, Metal started so hot, but they just got bodied in that second half.
I mean, just look at Celich compared to Rentor and Super, right? We sort of talk about the strength of Miami being the ARs.
True.
And, I mean, they just got diffed.
They sure did. And Kismet, who we saw near the top of the overall scoring, well, he passes Trakes. He gets 3. Nova moving to position number 1, I think, on that top 5. But you go 8-0 in the second half. That's your scuff play of the game. 8 unanswered is... I mean, we've seen like an 8-0, but like 4-4 in the halves. Ripping off 8 in the second.
I don't know if we've seen that at all. It's just not on this map. I mean, maybe if you're watching challenges, you might see that every now and then, but not between two of our better teams.
I'm trying to think of something to compare it to. My first thought for some reason, no. Because you didn't put up that crazy of numbers in the first half.
Normally,
I was going to Patriots Falcons for some reason, but that's very different.
It normally, like with EMP moving around, you get set up for counters, and I think you're right. They just never got out of their base. You never had an EMP control. You never overextended.
You never had control of anything.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what the slaying difference was in the second half.
I'd love to know.
It was a lot to a little.
Yeah, or if it was, I mean, it was a lot to a little, but also just the fact of every single gunfight is happening basically off
where
spawn.
The heat map is, it would have just been there.
Yes. No, 100%. I said 100% again, dude. I'm gonna find myself. I noticed myself saying it that time now. That's good. I'm starting to notice it.
That's good.
Now that I notice it, I can stop. 99%. What if I start saying that? What if I just make up random percents? Like,
like that.
76%, Joe.
That's true. Yep.
I'm trying, man. It's hard.
I know. I'm pointing it out to you. I'm letting you know.
Keep pointing it out. I'm gonna stop. Well, 2-1 to Falcons after the second half eruption. Now we go to Gridlock, and you said for the final 2 maps, just what, not a ton of reps for either team?
Well, not recently, but Gridlock overall, I mean, 1-0 for Falcons, 0-0 for Heretics.
Oh, well, Raid, yeah, it's not recently, but yeah. That's been
so it's just one with like, hey, yeah, Heretics, now you're kind of in the danger zone. You're not winning your map pitch on Saki. You lose both of your respawns, and now you're going to 1.
You ever watch Archer?
I've seen like bits and pieces, yeah.
So we danger zone is something to think of. That's the funniest show. Anyway.
Well, I know at some point they thought he died. He's back. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, at one point they all got shrunk down and were inside a person's body for like a whole season.
What?
Yeah, no. That show's literally insane.
Okay.
If you've never watched it, Archer on FX, it's incredible. I mean, I guess maybe for Miami, you're like, okay, I don't know what just happened. Let's just focus on the next. That was unbelievable.
Yeah, I think you're just sort of worried now. Again, if you lose you 3-0'd by G2 and into this where you lose every single respawn.
And I don't mean this to be disrespectful to Falcons, but they just haven't really been a top team. They haven't.
No, their 2 wins since Major 2 are Surge.
Surge, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, so
like stage 2 qualifiers, they had a lot of big wins. We have not seen that since Major 2. They got stopped.
That's what I was saying. Like that map 3 like encapsulated Miami for me. Honestly, like they just, how do you make it to a minor final? You then beat FaZe again. You seem to be finally peaking, and then this.
It's not great.
And even if you lose this now, like I'm gonna be thinking about that second half. Like that was ridiculous. Like if you are a good team, I don't think that should ever happen to you, especially by a middle of the pack team. You should not get 8-0 and a half. Like, am I faded? Like that should never happen. Ever.
Especially on dead.
Ever.
Yeah.
But yeah, especially on dead.
Especially on dead.
Like that's enough for me to be like, I don't believe this Heretics team at all. And I know that's a recency bias. Like I'm in the middle of this series, that's how I'm feeling. But I'm like, that just. I know you can have an off day.
Yeah.
But shoot.
Well, it was one of those things where when their win streak was happening, they were playing a lot of Scar. You're not seeing a lot of Scar now. Maybe you just adjust vetoes. Teams are all right.
No, it's true. We talked early on that they've had kind of a weak map pool. They were kind of behind on the uptake because remember Trakes came in late. They were like a little bit behind on scrims, and I feel like their map pool never got to that good of a place. And it could just be that, yeah. But at the same time, they beat FaZe there, who's a good overload team. So it's not like they're horrible.
It was a surprise.
Yeah, now Miami's gonna win this 250-50, and I'm gonna think they're good again.
Okay.
That's me. I'm just recency maven.
Yeah, I like it.
Nope. You're only as good as your last 6 minutes of COD. I feel like that's how it's been this year, though. Like, I don't know.
Well, for our middle of the pack teams, yes.
Yeah. Even good teams sometimes this year, like. I think, I don't know, Paris are so good, and then they're losing to Cloud9.
Well, that team might, they might.
Yeah, they might just be ass. Yeah,
they might be the middle of the pack. They might be a middle of the pack team.
Yep, they might be. Good start for Heretics after getting their backs blown out. Their backs have been surgically repaired, and they have a very good P1, put up 44 points.
Plus they flip. I mean, that's Falcons. You were hoping to just hold on to this the way they did, the way they were playing Saki. That did not happen.
Falcons just need a big moment to ramp up the comms again. You need Exit screaming whatever he's screaming, with Kismet putting in a word or two. That's when they're at their best. They're able to break through, at least for now. Cell gets you 2, you get all 4. It splits, I believe, for Heretics here. And Metal's like, best of luck. You're kind of in no man's land. It gets real staggered for them. So the rest of this time, I think, is going to go the way of Falcons.
Yeah, I mean, look where you spawned. You spawned all the way back P3 just to the position of Tiz. You're blocking both sides, but it looks like you're going to have one more go at this. You have the 2 guys who were holding pinches, and well, that just means the 2 guys are, they're going to get choked out.
Okay. Yeah, honestly, with how far they were spawning out, I thought they might just like send a couple to hold them out and then rotate, but
maybe they should have. Maybe they should have.
Yeah, because they finally broke in with it. I mean, there's still like 15, 20 seconds left. Yeah.
Well, maybe they should. Just now P3, they are again in the same spot.
Okay, so we're on the same page. Yeah, I was surprised, honestly. When they were spawning at P3 with 30 left, I was like, oh, this is done. Okay. Yep. Maybe they should have, because now they're in the blender, and that hot start for Heretics about to disappear. As with this remaining time, Falcons would go out in front. Exton probably need another bullet there to close it out, but enough damage in. The Trakes has to wait to get back to full. Pred hits a nade, and well, this looks to be a perfect P3 for Falcons.
Yeah, I mean, great series out of Pred so far. The numbers he's been putting up, he's been fired up now on 6 in a row. He's gonna play the Hardpoint, get the rest of that score streak hopefully off of the time. And then again, you were just a step behind if you are Heretics on this rotation.
And Metal seems to be the one paying for it. I mean, when this team is like playing well and in good positions, you've seen he's frying.
Well, and he's the one in the good positions, just everyone else is dying, right? He's like the one rotating. He's the one through. You are going to get a couple of kills, though, so you will have some forward pressure. This could have been a little bit cleaner for Falcons, but you take this all day.
Well, it's getting cleaner. Exton just holding forward. Super will end up getting that kill. Exton never gets back to full and runs out of ammo, but your 2-point guys drop, so a chance now for Heretics. Dig it in. Metals, well, his gun's sticking out, and he's just going to get smoked there through the door. That looked kind of comical.
No, he had no idea that was...
It seemed he did not, yeah.
bigger than I thought.
Boys, I'm safe. I'm waiting on a timing.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's a good thing. There it wasn't, Joe. Heretics trying to break back in. But there's only 20 or so seconds remaining, and this has been kind of a pattern over the last couple of hard points where Heretics are trying to get through late. Rancor, he gets you 3, doing it with both weapons. We'll see if it matters much. It feels like still spawn-wise they're going to be okay for mid-map, but it was time for Falcons off spawn to take some routes. So X-Date already in a long one.
You have medals at 2 and 10, and you're down 10. You got 43 points on the first P1. Outside of that, this has been an ugly game, but you're in the game because a couple of late breaks and that early time. But the way Falcons have been playing, I cannot believe they're down, or well, it's tied.
Yeah. No, true. But yeah, I mean, the P1, though, the 45 to start the game is significant, obviously. Falcons are back in. Trying to get him behind will be a Rancor, but it looks like it's going to be picked up by Pred. So Pred should deal with that, and he does. Both teams, honestly, have done a pretty good job picking up the pinches here on the P1. Heretics had dealt with Extant, but he did it early in the point. Super kills his teammate, but he'll try to get back in and at least contest. Big P2 upcoming, number 7 on the map. Is Pred that gets in position first. He's gonna have 2 players to deal with, and well, one of the players is Trake, so we'll hop over to his POV and we'll see him finish the kill. He gets traded out though. Pred may have bought enough time for his teammates to get here, and they did. I think it was the first time we got here was Cell with a multi-kill to help break, I believe. This time is gonna help alleviate pressures early.
But you're just so late if you are Heretics, so late on this rotation. You get flipped at the beginning of P1, then Falcons find all of the kills as soon as the next one's about to pop. But you get through and then you get the back bus spawn, so you will have some pressure. Not sure you're going to expect this if you are Falcons, but they're doing well so far. And well, Cell's killed. That should give them the rest of the time.
One of those massive one-on-ones came down to a 1-bullet difference, and Cell was able to do it, now getting damage done at range. Metal struggles continue. He had a turnaround. He has been the definition of hot and cold.
Well, listen, this map in particular, I'm not giving him a bailout, but he's had like 3 or 4 scenarios where he's the only guy rotated, and then he just gets sniffed out, and he's just probably like, what happened? And now you don't have spawns, you have a sub, and you're running into a full setup. This is how your stat line's gonna look.
Probably why people like to play with him, though.
Yeah, no, I know. He's making the right play, but nobody else is.
Yeah. And then maybe that's why people say it's a little weird to play Heretics sometimes. There's somebody in the right position. Where the hell are the other 3? Playing kills. Metals gets you 1 and finesses. He's 3 HP. Finesses and stays up. Teammates will help him out. They'll group up in battle. Down, 50 or so after the great P2 hold from Falcons.
Yeah, finally, you were there at an early hill if you were Heretics. They kind of forced your hand. But so far, so good.
Well, they forced your hand, I thought, the first time, and you just were like, no, we're gonna try again.
we're gonna try again. But 25 seconds ago, they actually do get broken. So Riyadh Falcon's gonna hang on to this lead.
Yeah, they'll push this right back out. Accident winning fights for you towards next. So you give them a chance to take a 3-on-3 fight. Now down to a 2-on-2 fight for next. Trakes and Super try to continue holding. So far, they've been able to do it. Pred can't hop up to try and get the trade. Number still here for Heretics. We're seeing a spawn for the last player because it's probably going to be way out. Yeah, you're pinching it from both sides. So Falcons spawn Rancor out in Narnia. They should have numbers here, but so far the players inside the hardpoint have been able to hold on. Trakes has gotten you 2 big ones. Super involved in the action. You bought enough time for Rancor to get here, and that is a fantastic hold down in numbers for Heretics. That could be the hold of the game for them.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those hills where, it's great that you have the good spawn, but you don't necessarily need it because there's a lot of finesse ability inside of this building. You can win those gunfights and hold it from there. That's exactly what they did.
And if you're Falcons, you got the first pick and you spawn one out. I mean, it's what you'd want. You just didn't do the next step. And that next step, we'll see if it ends up mattering in the scheme of things, though, because Falcons were able to close out that map 1.
Still alive, though, if you're Heretics.
We'll see if Falcons can close this one out as well. This would close out the series. Spawn's kind of all over the place for Falcons right now. Cell pops and gets you 1. We get back to mid-map, and Falcons are going to be inside of it. Heretics trying to find an opening somewhere on the map, and, well, the opening comes behind Metals. Big kills at a big time. Heretics staying in the fight.
Well, Cell has a Hellstorm, so do you want to call it in now, or if you get to another P3? But he's thinking that this is a tough hill to break, plus I want to flip for P2 to try to close this game out. Let's use the Hellstorm right away.
Yeah, you get like 20 more seconds here, plus a flip.
And well, it turns into 3 kills. Maybe not off the missile, but from the teammates. And now they can fly forward. And what you see where the Heretics players spawn, you just have to hunt down Metals.
A huge matchup for both teams. Need to bring their best, and well, it feels like one side of it has not. Heretics in trouble of a 1 in 3
Hold on, big
record
kill.
here. Okay, yeah, wait, big kills at a big time. Cell has been the hero here. Cell has been huge so many times. Can he do it again? Difficult gunfight, looking straight down, but able to connect. I'll get you another one. He has been getting you to basically the start of this hard point, either breaking or setting up. Cell has been terrific towards the P2.
No, it feels like, I mean, you just simply understand this map a little bit better if you are Falcons. Why it is a map pick for them, and they are 20 points from winning this series, but you still have another chance to break. Rancor Metals with the M15s in hand, get a find too. Actually trying to hold on, doing his darn best. He's got a little bit of help from a teammate. Actually is able to find the triple, but the close spawns here for Heretics keep them alive.
We've been saying staying alive for a while now. But that story might be over here in a matter of seconds. You got 2 players left to fight, make it 1. Metals, last one up to try and get it. Picks 1, but not going to matter. It's done. 3-1 to Falcons. A huge win for them to get to 2-2. Only team they've beaten outside of Surge in the past month. A big one for them there, and for Heretics are, I don't know.
I don't know either.
Good? Dog shit?
We're not
somewhere in the middle?
Somewhere in the middle. We don't middle of the pack.
That's still, I think that second half of Overload is one of the more like memorable moments on the year for me. Like that's just, like you said it multiple times, like it shouldn't happen anywhere, but Dins especially, that just shouldn't happen to a team that's good. It shouldn't.
Yeah,
So I don't know that they're good.
You get into this map 4, and I mean, you just kind of, it seems like you have a way better understanding of how Gridlock Hardpoint works in a team at times who doesn't get like the discipline sort of, I don't know, characteristic attached to them in Falcons. Seemed very disciplined. I mean, you had guys in multiple spots, early rotating. I mean, listen, it was a 60-point game. I think it should have been a lot more.
Oh, certainly,
Yeah.
certainly. There were some big breaks for Heretics to keep them in the game, 100%. But yeah, it's like one of those breaks doesn't happen. 2, it's a blowout. It very easily could have been a blowout. So yeah, the discipline COD pays off, and
I guess if you're like trying to find some cope for Heretics, maybe you're thinking what we've kind of talked about. Worst case scenario, we're in a tougher pool, but maybe they're just trying to work on map pool in general across the board. I don't know.
I guess I just feel like, I don't know if 1 and 2 is the time to do that, but
No, I agree with you.
Yeah.
But maybe there's that. But outside, I'm just making stuff up. We have no idea what's happening in the middle of the pack, as we have
which
all
we've
year.
said all year.
All year.
Okay, well that'll do it for the first one. Desk, have fun.
I knew exactly what was going to happen. Falcons clearly slightly stronger than Miami going into Atlanta.
Some good play and
Everyone picked Heretics because they looked incredible in the minor. This is now a 3rd loss in the qualifier. They were the favorites in the fight tonight. Is it the new maps causing problems? Is the rest of the league just kind of catching up to the NPC?
You can't say it's a new map thing. I go back to that FaZe Vegas matchup, and I just feel like I saw a completely different team, and it really got a lot of our expectations incredibly high. And right now, with these past 2 matches versus G2 and Riyadh, it's like I don't know where Miami went. Metals is still here.
Yeah,
the
Metals
rest of Miami, I don't know.
Was on and off though today, and he was in single digits towards the end of that hard point. So let's start here as we take a look at the highlights. What went wrong in Miami when it comes to the SMGs? Because Celium, his .75 turns into a 1.75, it looks like. Metals the opposite direction.
Yeah, set the stage here. First of all, this is the same Miami. Riyadh just played phenomenal. This is the Riyadh that we saw in stage 2, right? This was a team that was top 3 in respawn in both the game modes. I mean, you think about, the first HP on that last rotation, just out-rotating. I mean, the P3 and P4 out-rotated them, got a large majority of the P3. Miami broke in towards the end. Then we get to the P4, just a lockdown 60, dealing with the pressure from the back. The same exact plays that we saw Miami trying to do in this one, we saw them have success with against FaZe. And then we get to that Den overload. I mean, you're talking Miami controlling the entire first half of that map. And this is a Miami team in stage 3, top 2 in overload, 6-2. They've been going going crazy in Overload, specifically Den in the 17-minute map we saw. Yeah, we praised how excellent they've been. On that second half, I mean, Riyadh applying the concepts that you need in Overload perfectly, getting the kills, getting the cap, pushing through, getting to the next reset, like exactly what you want to see in the VOD is exactly what you're going to see when you go back and watch that from Riyadh. That was flawless. I commend them for their turnaround because it could not be easy after those trials, but they're seemingly back.
Are you going to pick them?
I might. I mean, in stage 2, you remember I was super bullish on Riyadh. They were playing really good COD. Like, and they're back to it. We'll see if this lasts, but that was a good sign.
Allie, while we sort out the interview, let's take a look here at our scuff play of the game. It's the second half of Overload. This is how you stay in the series and mentally boom your opponent. 8 unanswered.
Dude, I think Ant set it up really well there, that in the second half, it was just they were playing it structurally correct, and I think that's what they've been doing across all the respawns in this series is, you know, Miami is one of those teams that likes to play at a high pace, and I felt like when I watched this series, I didn't really see that Miami, but I don't feel like it was because Riyadh was necessarily slowing things down. It's just like Ant said, they're playing incredibly structural, very foundational. You talk about those early rotations. They were playing to the structure of the game and not to the pace of Miami, and I think that kind of threw it off because this didn't feel like I was watching Miami from Falcons.
There's another,
to be honest.
there's another element of this. The stars finally start again. I mean, Celium had an incredible series. Fred was being super annoying besides a couple of throws in the S&D. Like, just well played across the board. You got to feel good if you're a Riyadh fan.
So how many push-ups do you think Pred does?
Oh, man. How many can he do?
Yeah, in a row.
I'd give him 48.
48?
Damn, I was going to say like 100. Am I overgassing?
That's pretty good. He could be in the military. We're going to sort out our interview when we can. In the meantime, we've got a break. When we come back, it's the big match of the day. Optic trying to stay on top of the throne. Gentlemen's trying to climb back on the podium.
Come on, bro.
Okay. Man.
Down.
That was close.
Major 3 is going to be a classic. 4 challenger teams are taking on the 12 pro teams, bringing non-stop action to the ATO. Get your tickets before they sell out at dreamhack.com/Atlanta.
COD Champs tickets are on sale now. Come see the best teams lock in for this season's grand finale in fabulous Las Vegas. All 4-day passes come with early venue access. Head to phasevegas.com or scan the QR code to get your tickets now.
Brought to you by America's Navy and the special operators who work in the shadows.
Scuff, official controller of the CDL. Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL.
What do you want to say to the fans out there that's been supporting you guys? Fuck Optic, fuck the Green Wall. Vamos! And that's gonna do it for me and Vico here on the stage. We get it?
Yeah.
GG!
Boom, let's go. I want to say that I was not trying to curse us. I did not. I thought it was 250 kills. So when we were up 70 kills, I was like, there's no way we can lose.
Yeah.
Now it makes
Here come the thieves. They cannot allow this to slip now. And there is snaking going on. Octane and Envoy have broken through. Ken finds the second 1v1. And it's placed up, looking for the last. And they put it out. 10 seconds, 10 points. The comeback of the CDL year. Can they do it? The thieves are moving. But they are moving into the kill feed. And Legion has just made the greatest comeback in Hardpoint you will ever see.
Go one by one.
You gotta
This is not how you play the game.
AG hit front by himself.
That's the How many times did we praise Optic for their ability early on in this game to understand how to
challenge the
good from inside on the cross as well. Keeps him alive now. The regen. Look at the battle.
Cerca del... El otro tiene que estar por el under, creo.
Going alley, going alley.
No, en el alley, Chico, eso es, joder. Bueno, Javi, coño. Madre mía.
Nice try, man.
Oh. I calmed it, dude. I said, like, wait for that.
I know, man. I know.
Welcome back. We are here in the final week of the qualifiers before Atlanta for DreamHack. And of course, we have our winner in the Monster Winner Spotlight. We've got the one and only Pred joining us live. Pred, first and foremost, where are you guys playing from? What's the facility like?
It's nice, man. I mean, we're on the Falcons, you know, we've got a nice facility. Can't, you know, reveal the location, but it's really nice, you know.
Yeah, listen, you guys look good today, Pred. I mean, you look like you were at the peak of your powers in stage 2. How'd you guys get back to this? I know it's been a tough couple of weeks, but man, that was amazing what you guys put on tape.
You know, we've just been putting a lot of hard work, you know, just doubling our efforts and making sure that we can, you know, just get back to our, like, previous level. You know, I feel like we've beaten every top team, every team. Like, for us, really, like, the number one important thing is just getting to LAN and, you know, just having that confidence to, like, perform at LAN, because online we've done pretty decently.
We don't have a lot of time in these Monster Energy spotlights, but I want to rewind a little bit. So in the last split, you guys beat Optic. You're the only team to do that. And from there, I felt like you guys are going to have this crazy run. Things get out of hand. Like, how do you guys deal with that pressure and I guess the disappointment from, you know, the pinnacle of winning that, feeling like you're going to go on a run? How did you deal with that the last couple of weeks?
I mean, you know, it's obviously tough when you go to a tournament, when you're feeling good and don't do well. I think the most important thing is just, you know, like just learning from your mistakes and just trying to like do everything you can to not have that feeling again. I think that's the most important thing, because when you walk off stage and you have that feeling, like that's what, you know, brings you back into the room to like not have that feeling. So I feel like that's just something that we've been trying to preach for us, and just not to like repeat that same feeling.
Kind of going off of that, and as we head into LAN, currently right now, outside of statistics, KD, you know, things in game, what is your favorite thing about your team right now, about that core 4, about Riyadh Falcons heading into Major 3?
I just think that, like, in my opinion, like, our overload is just unbelievable. I feel like ever since the game's been out, we've always been a really good overload team. And I just feel like and our energy, we have really good energy, high energy, and just our overload. I think that, for me, is my favorite thing.
Pred, final question. How many push-ups can you do in a row?
Listen, like on a good day, I can probably do like 60, 70.
Damn, Allie, you were the closest. She said 100. Pred, I had you at 48. Congratulations, and congrats on a big win today.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Have a good day.
All right, somebody just bowled a strike in the back room over here. In the meantime, we're going to a quick break. We're going to retool that camera, and we got more games coming your way. Optic, gentlemen.
What are you doing? You're so nervous.
You're so nervous. Paris Gentlemates versus Optic. That was the grand finals of Major 1. Envoy taking off the headset and celebrating as the surprise Cinderella story came to an end. Optic shocked in a grand final after a dominant run. This is the meeting we saw at the start of the year. A lot of people were excited about it then. Are you still excited about it today, Rosalie?
Maybe not as excited, considering, I mean, that was on LAN, it was a grand final, and also with, unfortunately, the way the Gentlemates have looked during this online stage. It's been a little hot and cold. We're on the flip side for Optic Texas. They have looked unbelievable. They've been a continuation since Major 1.
You used to ride with the Gentlemates when they had a bad roster. Now they have a great one. Let's start with the team that won Major number 1. Rosalie, you said they're on the struggle bus. What's happening with your Gentlemates?
They're just just not winning their game ones, unfortunately, and that's like a big momentum pusher for them and for their confidence. And also, you're not getting a lot of your star performances that you're used to out of players like Sib, out of players like Neptune. I mean, we all forget about their search and destroy that even got them the win in the first place. It doesn't feel like they're in the same mode. Now, they're still a great team. They're still considered top 4, top 5 by all the other greats that we have in the league right now heading into the major, but it doesn't feel like the gap is as wide as it used to be.
Yeah, I don't think Hardpoint's an issue with this team at all. I think they're a world-class Hardpoint team, so I guess me and Ali are kind of opposite there. And they have some maps that are absolute lockdowns for them. They might want to add either Gridlock to Scar to that, but in a way better spot than like 90% of the teams that we have leading the game mode. The problem for them, though, has been search and destroy. But you just saw Monster Energy pregame. In this particular matchup, S&D's gone well for them, 4-2.
Right.
And when they played, even in their massive slump last split, they pushed it to a game 5. So for whatever reason, they match up extremely well with this Optic Texas team. And I'm actually psyched up for this match. I think Gentlemates are going to push limits here.
I thought Gentlemates were going to crumble. They went down 0-2 against Boston. I was already counting my money, and then Boston goes ahead and loses the next 3. But credit to Gentlemates. You complete the reverse sweep. On the other side, Optic has never been in that position to need a reverse sweep this season. This has been one of the most dominant squads to grace Call of Duty. And in Black Ops 7, if you're looking at the numbers, well, they're good enough for 3 of our top 10 positions in Ant's power rankings. The 4th is number 11. And where is Optic at right now on a scale of their floor to their ceiling?
Yeah, I mean, they're still an extremely good team. I mean, overall season, they're number 1 in all 3 modes, right? So ridiculous. Overload's still good. Trying to add maps to the map pool and learn this new meta. I mean, you look at it, Hook and Mercules have slowed down since last stage. So Dashy has really stepped up, I guess, in their temporary hiatus from being absolutely dominant. But yeah, Optic's still in a very good spot across the board.
I would say my biggest thing for Optic Texas right now is their overload, maybe a little bit of a focus. They don't have a lockup map in that game mode currently. They're most comfortable in Scar, but that even a little back and forth. So game mode wise, some focus there. Otherwise, I think Ant already touched on it. Expanding the map pool, just tightening a couple of things up. This should be a bang out of a matchup when you get peak out of both these players. I mean, you put Neptune and Shotzi next to each other. You get, let's see. Oh, we're comparing.
Last 5 land placements. So these are the careers, and you look at Neptune's consistency. The man was nothing but second. Meanwhile, it was Shotzi in his way. That was up until Dallas, and now you see most recently in Birmingham, top 6 for Neptune and the Gentlemates. They bombed out on Saturday to not make a championship Sunday.
Yeah, I would say, like, you know, with Optic, though, you talk about this team, they've only lost, what, in the last, like, 60 days to FaZe and Thieves. And in the Thieves match, they lost 2 of the brand new S&D maps, Gridlock and Fringe, just kind of like out-strategized. Thieves clearly were taking that a little bit more serious in terms of preparation. So I think Optic, a little bit more time. They're going to get back to where they were in S&D. The first 2 splits, they'll be just fine.
Let's take a look at our maps and modes here for this best of 5. Is anyone playing with their food, or is it strictly business with a double dose of Den? That's telling me they're going to some comfort picks. Gridlock, though, makes it in not just for Hardpoint. We also see a Game 5 search and destroy.
So this is where I make my Hardpoint point a little bit for Paris Gentlemates. Is yes, their Hardpoint is unbelievable for the against the rest of the league, but against the top teams is where they reach a kind of a problem. Their 2 best Hardpoints are Colossus and Den. Optic Texas, same story. They're going to love to play on the map. They need to add more to their map pool. Gridlock, they haven't played it yet. Optic Texas have already gotten a rep on it and gotten a win. So again, when I talk about the hard points, it all is going to depend on this map 1 for me in this specific series to see what Gridlock looks like for Paris.
Is that Dante or Nonchalante right there, nameless?
He's striking a pose. I don't know. It might be Nonchalante.
It's time for our Scuff Pick'ems. I'm not even going to lean forward for this one. Optic easy, 3-0 today. If Boston can go up 2-0, Optic can close the door 3-0.
Yeah, I think we go game 5, but the S&D woes strike again for Gentlemates. I got Optic winning this in 5.
This could be it. Listen, this is my last chance because I'm on the edge for this one. I'm going to stick with Gentlemates. If they play their peak here, I think they close out in 4.
Nameless with an opportunity to close the lead. The fans are also siding with Optic. This guy's about to be a dad, and so is the one on the mic for the next commentary. We got Miles the Ross, the 2-time champ, alongside Chance, the future co-caster of the year. Colorcaster of the year? Is that what they call you, Chance?
No, I just co-caster, man. I'm the sidekick. It's always been this way, and I'm perfectly fine with that.
Hey, it's not true. It's going to be a good time, though. Can't wait to get into this one. A good one. A good one indeed. A banger, Mr. Ashworth, as we get into what should be, for me, the resurgence, the revival, the return to form for the Paris Gentlemates. Whether or not we're going to get it, I don't know, but I'm very ready to find out.
Absolutely. It's going to be a fun time. And, you know, Dan Ghost is also a player that is very earnest and open in interviews. And a theme he touched on for the squad when Nameless and Ali were asking about sort of their woes. Well, S&D, a big factor, will be there for the maps 2 and 5. We have some new maps in the rotation as well. But he also talks quite a bit about just the tone that they want to set at the start of a series. Whatever energy they're bringing into the day, they want to finish with that as well and just be able to carry that out through the entire thing. So both individual maps and through the series, they're trying to make sure they are on form. It is a practice how you play type of scenario. So I'm curious about the energy they're going to bring against Optic. It's been a long week that we've had to prepare for this type of matchup, and obviously 2 heavy hitter teams. We know the prep work for these guys is going to be on point.
Yeah, this is well rehearsed, well prepared. Squads don't know what they're doing at this point as well, this late into the season, and you know we're coming up on Atlanta next week. Very much at the halfway mark, if not past it already. These guys know what's up. They know what they're doing. Yeah, Charles, I'm excited to see what the hell Optic looks like. I mean, they've had their ups and downs in the online section of Call of Duty. I mean, they haven't managed to get that, you know, that big major win just yet. Atlanta's going to be a different beast for them as well. I think up against some of those amateur teams, very much throws a couple of spanners in the works. Completely changes the way everyone plays, and you know, it gets a little bit messy, gets a little bit awkward. But we'll see if they can pull through. In the meantime, Paris Genomates, the squad they've had their successes against, they've fallen against, of course, back in that Major 1 finals. Hopefully Ghosty is back in his chair so we can get this show on the road. Plenty to go through here. Lots and lots of good history between these 2 teams in this short season already. Excited to see how this match goes.
I mean, yeah, multiple matchups in the grand finals. We saw the player matchup we were highlighting between Shotzi and Neptune, and just a fun one. I mean, Neptune has had quite the resurgence in his Call of Duty career. And last year, obviously, is where he really made a name for himself as a superstar player. And his follow-up this year has also treated him pretty well in kind. Of course, though, for Paris, it really is about the full team. Again, especially S&D going to be that focal point. Civ is going to be the big conversational topic for the squad as well. Whether it be just, you know, with or without the sniper. His KD has been pretty subpar so far this stage. If you paid attention to him last series, though, started to bring it together, doing some exciting stuff, and certainly always a fun player to watch.
Yeah, he's a fun player to watch. I mean, we want this like hyper-aggressive, ego chow, crazy Sib to return, and hasn't really been there, man. Not really sure what the major change for Sib has been. He did sound, I'm going to say it, he sounded sick, unwell. He sounded like he was under the weather last time we went for a big listing with the Paris Genomates. I hope he's managed to recover from that, if that is the case indeed. But in the meantime, yeah, we are absolutely looking to see that return to form for the Genomates. It was a strong, confident team. They were delusional in that confidence at times, but they were also backing that up with like very, very sound strats. This was a really good squad, making good level plays, and again, getting their trades every single step of the way. You were fighting an extremely well-oiled machine. Why that has changed, man, I just don't know. Was Major 1 a fluke? That's the big question for me.
No, absolutely not a fluke. No such thing. No, can't even begin to float that one. They just earned it. They were ahead of the game. Guys like Neptune bringing out all the crazy spots. They were truly just ahead of the show, and it's because of all the work that they put in. But the work they're putting in this stage in Hardpoint, both of these guys have been electric. Shotzi, the moment you start to criticize him, the moment he begins to level up and start to take over. So you all, like, you know, the Optic situation, it's almost a fun game to play of like who's the worst on the team in a sense, because then you realize whatever the answer is, oh my God, this team is going to be godlike. And it's a rotating cast. I mean, any complaints you could possibly have or any fears or concerns, I mean, they'll just address them one by one. And I think the situation for, you know, Paris on one sense, they're trying to rebound from their stage 2 performance. So far in stage 3, they've been incredible. 3-0. They've had a couple hiccups. They have to reverse sweep Boston. Well, when you're going against a team like Optic, you know you have to bring the goods because Optic always going to be on their A game.
Hey, gamers. Those Optic boys. Hardpoint ranks in stage 3 are very much an indicator of that as well. These fellas know what they're doing in the respawn modes. Overload's a little bit up and down. We're going to see that later on in this series in the form of Den Plaza for a true bang out between players of this caliber as well. That is going to be very interesting. Again, we'll get to that when we get to that. Until then, a bit of a traffic jam here, Chance. Gridlock, if you will.
Yeah, the highway to hell. We're going to be fully on this train. Each of these teams have only played this map a single time. Optic with success and Bear Shuttle Mates without any. That being said, we don't know what's been happening in Scrimland. What I do know, this is Paris's map pick. And well, what they're finding out is that Hercules is a dangerous man. He's got the 3-0 start.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. Big pick up there from Nip on the flank as well. So we got ourselves that early hit. Now, speaking of early, let's go for that Paris. Gentlemen's listening. Taste the intensity.
Right, check the time.
I'll pitch back dubs.
I'm waiting.
Ask him it.
One shot left.
Ask him it.
Shotzi on me. One shot.
Hey, score for that. Scrap 3.
Yo, left side Tom. Challenge right. One shot dead. I'm puppy dead. Dashy first one. Just Dashy. Last one on you. Yeah, two new.
Two outer on me.
Live Dante. Yeah, the rest it left. I have your outer now. I'm pitching the side.
Really weak.
They're going to be the back. Put the guy front. He's so hiding front. Front one covered.
Outer milk. I spawned out, bro.
I broke up. Keep you living. One in the back. Mail jumped out. Deep left, Dashy, one shot. Deep left, Dashy. Sushi challenge then. Dashy,
in the back,
one shot.
Shot him in the back.
I'm with Sushi.
Yo, back ambi. Back
ambi, nice.
One's gonna be bust up.
Sushi.
One's gonna be bust up.
Deep bust up. Bruce's bust.
In mail.
Bruce, I'm absolute. Mail bust up. Bust up.
Dead.
Nice. Really weak. One was
mail pitching.
I'll spawn 18 Merc. So he's spawned in front with you, by the way.
Yeah, no worries.
I got him right now.
I'm holding ice cream. Kyle's going garden.
I'm going garden.
I think ice cream. I'm gonna cut off hole.
Yeah, someone under highway. Nothing underpass. Underpass going to the back. To the back. I pinch. What's in your left, Trev?
Actually dead. Nice, I've pinch.
Give me one more.
I know, I'm playing for it.
I'm with you.
I've pitched. I'm pitching. I think they're pitching.
I'm in the corner. Here.
I'll try to shoulder.
Do you have ice cream?
I think they're wrapping back. No, I don't have ice cream. When you cross back,
stun me.
I'm gonna niche, boys.
I didn't go hold. I'll pick a hole.
Give my phone. Yes, I do.
I do. One shot. One more there. Yeah, I'm living.
Hold though. What's your hole?
Chance, scoreline aside, what do you make of the Genomates comms early on?
Everybody contributing, Envoy especially a little bit chirpy, and I think they're playing decent COD and trying to orchestrate things. So I liked what I heard. I think on the minimap, though, the gameplay from Optic absolutely on point on P2. Shots with great finesse in time. And I mean, Optic bringing the goods. Of course, that's the call. The response is in on this hill. Paris finally accruing a good chunk of time. I mean, they have absolutely locked P3 down, and Ghosty really starting to heat up.
Yeah, that's a lovely 5 spree. Falls over back towards time, looking for the score streaks to get involved in a moment as well. Final 15 there on Showers. We're going to say goodbye to those. Go to the bottom right-hand side of the minimap. That is exactly where Optic have made their way across. They've taken the main street down. They're going to be on position. Awkward split spawn spot here. Sib's going to be on top of that one, and now pressure towards the backline. This should, again, force Optic out. Only 2 players there on time. They've got a foot race there to get to the reinforcements. And Envoy, that last shot, sensational work. The next 2 Optic members from spawn now to the fight. Can they cause any damage? The answer so far is a no.
And this is why I was digging the comms as well, right? Because even just the double kill that Sib gets out, that means they are reading and tracking the spawns. They're staying heads up about the game. So dealing with the early pressure there from Optic. And, well, now you're on a P4 trying to hold the front line. And as long as you're getting these trades, you are good to go. Paris right now playing some clean Gridlock hardpoint.
Good stuff to make it through. 1 down, 1 to go. Luke's still on the run. Now the front door, we're getting some problems here to deal with. And Paris Genomates so far not handling it. Dashy with the MPC rocks his way, gets a big 3.
Yeah, if he was having a bit of a slow start there with the AR in the first few hills, well, he loves P4 with this MPC. Give him the 5 spree, and why not all 6? The man can beam, and he can take over as well. That is a nice little quick punch at the end of this first set of rotations, and Dashy just set his team up inside a nuke.
As soon as you think you're making some ground there, Paris Genomates, you take a big hit to the nose, slows you down. Oh, hook, another. What now? An open hard point. You clean them out. Foot race on. Mercury's big flank. That should take care of the presence you had. And now eyes on the next wave. You got all this covered. Dashy again alongside Hook. They've got those kills. Looking good.
Well, Ghosty, heads up gameplay. Can only get 1, but a nice attempt with the trigger discipline. But unfortunate for him, his team, well, they're spawning a little too far out. So Optic for the moment, a stranglehold on P1. And cheeky position as well. Merc right now just using his teammates as the sort of teamwork shield. Shotsy in the front line. You see the bait and switch action taking place, but eventually pairs do overwhelm. But that's because Optic are putting the emphasis on this P2 hill. I mean, last time it was a near perfect hold. They're trying to do the same thing everything again.
Hold set up for it. 137 and 93-ish. Note the score. Let's see how it goes. Optic. All bases covered. You see that complete stretch they have across the bottom side of the map. They've got man on time. Complete coverage. Let's go for a listen in.
I'll be back left, please. Yeah, two back left, They're working the back, they're working the back,
Nep C back. They're in the back, guys. Back China. Back China, Nep.
Back China, go see. Back China, go see. Continue to now. 218, amigos. 18 still. Where the weak? One gets in the back on us.
18 weak, they're 2.
Stay down. Yeah, he's out of 18. Bust up.
Yeah, we spawn in the back. They're spawning front.
Yeah, I'm looking for that.
Nice. I'm hitting this race. I'm here. He's in. Not weak.
On the pillar, on point, 1 HP. Two pillar. Field. One shot on roll. 100%. Yep. They probably spawn 18. Yeah, I spawned on you. I spawned dark. Hold on. I'm gonna help. I got it.
There's a guy deep right on me.
There's
two back rock. I gave him up. And one's pinching for sure. They're doing the same break as us. I'm like 99% sure. I'm gonna do the jump up and down. There's two going
tell me when they're in.
Watch my hole.
Okay, tell me when they're there. Come on there, Kyler. You want to make court? I'll make court.
Hey, there. I'm nading. Two there.
One shot. Two there. One's on the left. Back court now. Back court on me.
Homeboy dead.
Back court dead.
On me showers. Or somewhere.
Showers.
One HP goes
dead. Shots behind you. All them behind you. All them behind you miss. I'm playing close right. Didn't they cross? One's in. Neptune.
I mean, that play from Hook was nauseating, but so effective. Big 3 defeat from Shotzi. I wonder if you could wallbait in that position because no one was doing it. That could be a little OP on the way to this point.
Yeah, that's tech for sure. And Hook also, by the way, just to give the value to the comms, calls out the play in the setup and the rotation as it is happening in real time. So Hook absolutely a top player in the game, and I mean, just set his team up there for the kill. Absolutely locking P3 down, and officially a desperation effort for Paris Gentlemates. They are in quite the hole.
Yeah, they're in the hole, but they're also in the hard point. 3 of them on. There's a trophy to play with here. Shots is going to make sure the top side is cleaned out. Squad's here for the hit. We're going to try and do this together as one. Envoy slows it down. Big trades on they go. And the battle now, it is room to room, door to door, stair to stair. Shotzi trying to find it. And it's going to be Hook in the feed who finds those two. You have evicted the Gentlemates here from the point. And Optic, oh boy, they're in.
And this is a map, by the way, where you can really see the teamwork on full display, whether it be the actual holds on B3 or just the finesse and teamwork for like the quick bait and switches. The I'm tagged up, let the next guy go in, and just that ever constant flow that happens. And, well, Shotzi doing the little things, right? In a gunfight with player number 1, the first guy in line, well, kills number 2, and then doubles back. I mean, right now, Optic clearly efficient on Gridlock. They had themselves an 80-point lead.
Next set, P1, we're in, and they are looking incredibly strong. Gentlemates. The comms weren't bad whatsoever, but the gameplay's got to turn it around just a smidge. Shotzi in a dirty spot here, top side. He's going to be in position to cause some hits towards those players on time, but the good news is the other side covered, and that might be the go button. Here comes the pinch. Optic clean the point. That's the break, and Shotzi, what a patient moment for him. This could be game.
Yeah, this is the benefit of having a lead like this. You can take your pace, slow it down, be just extra ratty. And Shotzi now, I mean, the thorn in their side, they're going to have to worry about him shooting in the back. All these pink arrows drag this direction, and they're making the right reads. And hey, eventually trading him out. It's a 1v1 for actual time, and Sib gets it. And of course, though, the pressure is just ever now flowing. But Paris, well, they survive here on P1. Problem is that neck still has been the thorn in their side the entire time, and it's a foot race to do.
It's a foot race, it's on, and Shotzi gets there a little faster. Envoy goes wide, takes some heavy damage, somehow stays alive. You may have survived, Paris, but now you are on life support. Finally, a big win on the rotation. No scrap time goes to Optic. They've got P2 as well.
I mean, this is huge work. This is the opportunity. Survival game. The Paris can get it. They are absolutely adept. Shotzi still makes that read, though, and he got the pinch coming through for Optic.
Here we go, flying now. Still holding on. The pinch is on. And Mercules, he's been dealt with. So eyes to the backside of the street. Ghost is now the next wave. Shotzi makes it into the small room. Now you've got to hold this one, Gentlemates. What a P2 so far. A nade over the top slows down Hoop. Ghosty from up high. This is all intel, slowing the boys down as Optic ineffective on this P2 attack so far.
Shots are just waiting. I mean, they're baiting out the idea of the pinch, and he's waiting for the timing. The whole team is grouped up. Here's the hit.
There's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. 3, now 4. Last man Dashy there by Taxi. Might be calling it to get him over to the next hard point, because that is where we are going. It is only Neptune on the rotation. Mid-map battle's going to be on, but Optic with the numbers on new.
It's good for 1. Head on a swivel, looking for number 2. Not quite good for 2, though. Needed more ammo, and Hook right now, the only player here for Optic.
He's holding it. Sneaking around. Paris Genomate's on time. Another big nade. The onset is in, and the waters are hot. Mercury's on the retreat. And again, you have the bed to work with. You've got a bit of cushion for the push in Optic, but you are running out of time. The Gentlemates now out of the hard point. Shotzi gets in. You've got to get him out ASAP, and he's holding down. Another one for Optic brought down. Dashi on time, and this should be it, folks. Slow, steady. Never let the nerves get the better of them. Optic win the Gridlock.
And Dashi from the distance there calling game. The 2-piece coming in from the whole pinch there, and at range able to dish out the goods. That is a fun map 1 that just gets played in an absolute battle on Gridlock. I mean, interesting stuff for Parrish as well. I mean, the way the game starts, they have to sort of dig themselves out of a hole. Successful early on, and then Optic just begin to go on a tear. Dashi pulls out the MPC on the P4. You blink, you miss it. It's an 80-point lead that Parrish have to claw their way out of. They do, in fact, fight back. And all things considered, a well-played game. They made amends for the P2 woes, but I mean, ultimately, this is truly a situation where Optic only outslayed by maybe a single kill. That was the difference maker that they got. Obviously, tippable to Mercules there. Significant amount of hill time he was able to get, throwing up 23 kills as well.
That is a huge amount. Big work out of Bruce there, leading his team in damage and assists. Hosing down Gridlock with his M15. Wow, what a great start to our series. Gridlock, a close one there. We were bumper to bumper. 236, 250. All right, folks, show us the highlights, because there was a lot of them, quite frankly. Again, teamwork absolutely on display here. Optic playing these hard points so well. Big Bruce with the MPC absolutely spraying.
And yeah, I mean, multiple different attempts as well, right? For some of these P2 breaks, I feel like both teams were actually very successful. A little bit rare for the pinch plays to actually work, and maybe a little bit more invested in trying to just bang out everything together. And a lot of these moments were like, you know, different players on Optic getting tags in, but playing their life, holding their position, allowing their teammates to sort of swoop in and do the work, but really just trading blows in this capacity. And I think, again, the listenings we can appreciate from both teams. I mean, for Optic, it was Hoop calling out the nerdy stuff. I'm going to do the wall hops, but also reading the play perfectly of how the other team is going to go for the breaks. Also a little bit funny of the symmetry. Hoop said they're doing the exact same strat that we run to break this hill. And then, of course, Repair, sort of a similar vibe. Very professional in the comms, keeping track of anything, even though they were down by 80. Clearly keeping a good head on their collective shoulders, and at least made it a fight.
A great fight at that. The final moments there, as you see those pink skulls all across that hard point. I mean, a great retake there from the Optic boys. I think it was an air of nerves, like, you know, they pulled it right back. That P2 was pretty much perfect. They were hoping for a scam, hoping for someone to overcommit, play a pinch maybe, but nothing was happening at all. Genomate's smooth and steady, and just a shame we didn't get there a little sooner, otherwise we would have had a real photo finish. Game flow, folks. Again, very exciting stuff. Very, very cool match. That was good. I like that a lot. We're going to a search story now. As again, separation there from Optic was pretty solid. Did not really give away too much until the very end there. But that's what you want to see out of the maze. Return to form. We didn't give a whole lot of flowers to Civ or to Neptune there a lot of that time, but good work out of the squad. Proud of what I saw there. I was hoping for the comeback here from the General Mace. I want to see this squad back in form, and that was a good sign, Chance. Speaking of signs, holy boys and girls, we're going to Plaza, and we're going to be going to A.
You know, it's sort of based on the vibe, like looking at Shotzi and the player came after, just like sort of a half-hearted smile of like, you know, fun map. But I think this is two teams that maybe expecting to play against each other at this upcoming major, maybe the one after this, maybe at Champs. So two top teams getting after it, and we are testing the map pool as well. Each squad only had a single Gridlock hardpoint under their belt. Well, Plaza, a new one in the mix, a Gridlock S&D for the map 5 as well. I think these squads know of like, hey, we need to be able to deliver the goods. We need to use this type of series as improvement, and also need to make sure you get the extra edge against this team and try to win that confidence and mental battle for the long term.
Yeah, there's the games, you know, are going to be very mentally strenuous across the rest of the series. Ice Ice Baby. And it is not super vanilla across the board here. Pretty close in terms of flavor. Look at that 10-10-9-9-8-0-4. Step it up, brother. We can get you right up there, the top spot. He's a superb S&D player. But Merc and Neptune, the two players we will be keeping a firm eye on here in the clutches, incredibly high-skilled players. This should be a treat. NPCs are going to be going wild at the bar here on Plaza.
And keep in mind for the clutch factor as well, it's not just the benefit of having that guy on your team for these nail-biter moments. It's also a situation when you know that that guy is on your team, you're able to play a lot more free. You're able to play a lot more confident. So not just the clutch guys. Look out for Dan Ghosty as well, especially in the opening duels. He's been on point. There's a situation on Plaza of, I don't know exactly what dynamic we're going to see, at least in round one. It might be a bit of a fake bang out here from Optic. Make some noise. Because they're sending the bomb site the other direction. Yes. I thought Shotzi was going to square up, but yep, we are playing mind games here. Higher level S&D.
We're going A. We might be going A. We're just taking the scenic route. Make these. Envoy, he's read this. He's just gone wide. E-bomb site clear. No one. Oh, no, there is one upstairs. That's right. On a net. Great damage in a Shotzi in this 1v1 fight. He's going to back away, stay good. Sib's going to try to push forward. Got to worry about Hook as well on the flank. I mean, there is so much happening right now on Plaza for these players to deal with. Sib, oh, that's outrageous damage. You bet you wish you had an M15 for that fight. Yeah, the Plaza fight is on. Nep, no good. And Optic, they have got their steps in on this map, let me tell you.
Oh, yeah, that's the goods. Sib for the clutch. And yeah, nothing cooking there. The 1v4, only thing cooked up was the World Tour strat. I mean, this is the first time we've seen it. A full wrap all the way through the opponent's spawn and also doing the right thing. Both Dashy and Mercules getting in the opponent's spawn in position, just setting the trap and waiting for the wrap back. So pure mind games. Some teams just treat Plaza as a brain-dead map. There's no strategy. There's nothing to it. You hit the A site relentlessly. The best teams in the game will dig deep and do stuff differently. Last time we saw Optic on this map, I think even when they were doing the A hits, they had a rotating cast of who's going to be watching the pinch, who's going to be that island player. So they're just tricky.
We like tricky, and it's a murder on that dance floor. Wow, okie dokie. There's only 3 players left in the game, and only one of them is a gentlemate.
We'll see if Neptune with his clutch factor can kill the groove.
Gasoline at the ready. He's going to try and burn this goddamn house right down. There we go. That's the first shoulder thrown. Definitely not the way the fight's going to go. It's going to connect. It's not going to matter too much, though. The frag pushes it back again, and this dance is on. These boys know the moves. Chelsea watching flank. Dashy, M15 at the ready. Actually, no, it looks like a pistol. Holding. No one's giving this up. Bit of timing for Neptune, maybe. No, Dashy there. Shuts it down.
Yep, and Paris's novel strat there, instead of sending 4 players into the A site, they only send 3, which means they are radically underwhelmed here from the jump. They even get the first blood. You take down the soaring Hook, but then Shotzi just gets to be the cleanup crew towards the end, and holding the site 2v1, especially after you get the intel on the pinch. Easy gunfight win there for Dashy. We'll see if Optic can bring out something fancy again on the attacking round. Right now, they are setting the tone.
2 looks, weird sort of B route, A bag out. You start to train the Paris Gentlemen to think that they can't win any kind of play here. They should be winning this fight though, but Shotzi, how long will he stay over there by the A-bomb site? The answer is not long at all. This is a slight variation of the first round. More numbers now towards B. Ghosty is going to get an eye on this. But will it matter? We'll find out.
Wonder what happened to the comms there from Optic to hop off the bomb. Maybe just because the trophy wasn't down yet, but that gave Paris a little bit of time. So they're here to meet them at this B site. It'd be interesting to see if Optic bite or if they want to wrap it. Neptune right now, the lone defender on the A site, but sit through the middle of the map. Caught for the first blood.
A 9 HP as well. He's one. He truly is. Now back to bar. Shotzi checks everything. He doesn't see the player on the defense, but that's Hook who picks up that angle. Trades once again, and the bomb committing. 2v2, 30 seconds on the clock.
Bomb's going down though. Hook's got the protection, and unless you chow this before the plant's off, well, now it's going to be a tough one.
Good luck, boys. Have fun. What have we got to throw? Envoy. He's in. Goes left. Goes high. Down. Oh, boy. 2 1v1s won by Optic Texas and another round.
Yeah, you can hold this. Yes, hold the sided man down. You hold it for the 2v2, and Paris right now just unable to play aggressive. More teamwork rolling through, and honestly, maybe some individual skill bailing you out with some of these gunfights. Hook wins a difficult one, and Mercules wins a difficult one for the first blood as well. Nonetheless, you can just see Optic an extremely tricky team to play against.
Yeah, very, very difficult. There's one thing when you have it, yeah, we're going to bang out A, but if they have a formation. They have a formation that they attack that A bomb site with. 2 go high, 2 go low. They've got their wall jumps down. They have their attack vectors on lock. These birds of prey, they be pecking. Slower here from the gentlemates on the attack. They're not going to make too much happen. And Optic are giving away very little as well, but they're still playing cautious with eyes on B.
Well, Optic have just out-rotated Paris to both bomb sites now, so they have A site control. You got Hook here to float middle map or towards the A site if Shotzi needs the help. I mean, anyone on Optic that says the word help, everybody's going to snap into position.
Here we go. Prize his way forward. It's nothing but friendly fire. Not to deter Neptune. Nice work. Sib on mid. Great shots. Oh, nearly on a second. And the trades are done. And despite the first, Optic once again walk away with it.
And that's a gorgeous mini-map as well. Every single player in Optic there ready to facilitate the call. It did not matter what section of the map Paris attack in that moment. There's going to be a train, a funnel system getting run where the puzzle pieces just fall into place for Optic. So the kick started through mid. You might be able to take down Hook, but again, players pounce. Merc's immediately pinching the middle of the map. Shotzi's there to get the pressure over towards that direction as well, dashing for the very quick follow-up. And Paris basically just turned into a situation where all 4 players towards the middle of the map, it becomes a little kill box. Tough avenue of attack.
Well, A bomb site, overwhelmed. Smoke play this time round. Shotzi goes high, but the knife of Neptune makes it a 2v3. Hook now through mid. Doesn't catch anyone out. Numbers still favoring Optic Texas. What a nade from Envoy. And now under the damage. Can you capitalize? No. Mercules serves up a few shots from behind bar, and it becomes a 1v2.
And Elise goes to trying to do something active on the pinch. Might get decent timing to get a freebie kill, but the teamwork, well, would have been there anyway. And Optic are quite literally playing a perfect Plaza S&D. It is mind games every single round. And I think the way I'm looking at this, I'm disappointed for the rest of the league. How come the teams that are not good at search are trying to develop strats like this? They're just allowing the best teams to get better rather than trying to do anything creative themselves. So it's embarrassment for the low tier and, you know, jubilation there for the guys on top. This is a clinical effort. I think Paris right now, they're just faltering into some sort of default strats here on Plaza and getting picked apart. Literally just the timing of Optics hit on the A site. And look what the mind games do. Just 4 hit, bang it out, screw it. We're going to lose anyway.
Oh, boy, we go to the mid here. They're all there. You can see every single arrow turn. They know that it's all coming from this direction. Now Optic, they don't manage to break through. They don't manage to get in towards the site. No kills, no more casualties. So the gentlemates are full strength now. This is the retake. It's a 2-1 split. Merc on his own. We'll see how he does. Sib's going to be out of the play for a second, but he's got lucky with the timing, and that is beautiful work. It is not going to end here. Gentlemates should be good for this round. Merc. Wow, finds 2. Stays alive.
You dare count out the Messiah?
I did. My faith was in question for a moment. Sib goes on the deep trap. Check the bomb site. Time ticking. And there's the kill. Look, you're right. You're right. I did down.
By the way, thank God for Dad Ghosty to win that gunfight, because talk about a team that is not interested in actually having teamwork there for that final round. That is ultimately, we're down 5-0. What do you want to do? I have no idea. 4-hit A and just pray that the cards fall into place. And they get away with it. So, hey, there's one on the board.
Okay. It starts with 1. And, you know, Stud likes to say you got to see one go through the hoop. I don't know if you saw that one go through the hoop. It kind of rolled and fell through, but you got it in the end. Merc's NPC. That was nice. That was nice. Real nice. Another round to play with. Optic. All right, now the A bang out. Now the true hit. Stuns are connecting. It's a full wrap here from the Gentlemates. Trophies will be in place. I saw a snipe. Might check on that in a moment later, but Shotzi, oh dear. He's got him. Flank red, dealt with. 3v2.
You want to retake this site with a sniper? Have fun.
Oh, wait. We're trying. Now to Sib. Stay alive. Show us something magical here. Going for the wall bangs. Check it close. Lico low. It's an easy read for Dashi, and it's a 6-1. Fun and games on Plaza.
I mean, that, like, they didn't even make him work for it. There was, outside of the single round where I think Shotzi just gets naded by Neptune there for the first blood, so many of those rounds were absolutely clinical. It is mind games from the start. It is a complete deviation of the style of S&D that Optic were playing on this very map last week. So they're bringing out new strats, playing with both bomb sites, stealing strats from the opponent, and just doing it better. And I think positive for every single player. Dashi just has to go forward too. Just feed up, do whatever he wants. No one in the lobby breaks 1,000 damage because that was not a fight. That was an absolute slaughter. And well, the S&D woes that have been a focal point for Paris, you can see they are not the team making the improvements. It is in fact Optic, one of the top teams that are pushing the boundaries of the game. The Green Wall and the coaching staff can't be any happier with that one.
Yep. I'm not happy with that one. I was hoping for some big old improvements here, but hey, Plaza, it was not going to be the case. Ladies and gents, first two maps have been very, very green. Now we got to overload on the other side of this break. We're going to be playing it on Den, and I don't know, mate, I'm just not loving what I'm seeing. Optic Texas running the show. Start to finish, how far will this series go? Will it be 3? Will it be 4? God knows. Could it be 5? Find out after this.
Major 3 is going to be a classic. 4 challenger teams are taking on the 12 pro teams, bringing non-stop action to the ATO. Get your tickets before they sell out at dreamhack.com/Atlanta.
Scuff, official controller of the CDL.
Brought to you by America's Navy and the special operators who work in the shadows.
Dominate the competition on main stage with the CDL Major Hunter Tracer Pack. Collect your chip by scanning the QR code or heading to the in-game store now.
Black Ops 7 returns to the Esports World Cup in Riyadh this summer. Scan the QR code to be notified when tickets go live later this month.
Play over towards tunnel.
I don't mind this. This is a good play.
Making the play. Phaser all just made the play. Long range shots are good for Zip. FaZe is going to lose. FaZe has lost. How? Back to the grab.
Brother, that was
catastrophic. That is unacceptable.
Brother.
That one is bad.
Wow.
That is as bad as it gets. It does not get worse. You were up 5-2. Neptune 1v3s and then 1v2s.
Nice, yo, holy their guts, bro. Look at running, fucking dare you. Let's go, baby. For life, go. Guys are fucking ants, guys are fucking dogs.
Play sound with a very quick listen in.
Last one. Missing Zach. P3. Missing Zach. Two boxes. I got you. He told me. No, he didn't get to me. My bad if I need you. You're good. Go, copy. There's 3 on 3. Short steps.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, of the Call of Duty League. Major 3 around the corner next week, and it's pretty much sold out. But if you are a solo queue IRL, you can still get a ticket. Very few tickets remaining. This is the singles for Friday. There's not a whole lot left, folks. If you want to come, you're still able to. But that is the truth, boys and girls. Not many left of the singles. Basically, everything is sold out, which is fantastic news for the folks who are going to Major 3, because it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be dumb lit. Excited to see how this next match goes again. As far as we're concerned, Optic looking as clean and as green as ever. Paris Animates lagging behind just a touch. We'll find out how their listening goes, and we heard them at the start of the series. Sounding fiery, sounding explosive. After getting dismantled on Plaza, I hope the fire in their hearts is still there for the Overload chance.
Well, and again, what Ghosty was talking about in his interview is that the vibe that they bring into the start of the series, they want to be able to match that by the end. So the listening, the start of the Hardpoint, very professional, able to fight back there in that map number 1. Great comms from Envoy, a little bit chirpier. Not that we're necessarily unaccustomed to. Nonetheless, it was certainly a focal point in that map. But after Optic throw up a masterclass, it's going to be a tough sell. Pairs have completed a reverse sweep against a green team, but this green team might be a different beast.
Yeah, that's true. Optic's Overload game has been a little back and forth. Not their strongest suit so far, but you know that means that they are just working on it. We're going to find out how this goes against a team that has brought the goods. Couple of L's, couple of dubs. We're going to find out what happens here. Do we stay on Den for that hard point? Do we go back to Gridlock for a search and destroy? Find out the next episode of Dragon Ball Den. Map number 3.
Right from the jump, Shanti going on the pinch. Gonna have a battle against Neptune as well, but they are just running straight past each other, and I don't think either team is gonna be able to read it.
Yeah, we're gonna figure out who gets the kills though, and then who gets the run. EP mid-map. Nobody home just yet. Shossi's been taking care of on that flank, so it's eyes forward now. Gentlemates, you've got positional advantage right now, and Sib, he's not exactly moved quickly, but he's helping the boys find these kills now towards the inside of the goal, and it's not good. It's no good. It's a save from Shotzi.
All the way to the goal line, just get 2 piece. That is tough because the opening break was clean. Neptune, though, well, gonna make the high impact. Now 5 and 7 trying to group up together, but Optic already able to take this device to the top side, and they have some clearance.
They got clearance. They've got to deal with Envoy now. He's the man on the inside. Through servers. First line of defense. Flank is on as well. Ghosty red. Good work. So that's a couple dead. Now towards the other side. Shotzi guarantees the play towards A. That's where we're going next. Gentlemates are on the reader. You can see them making the moves towards the bottom side. Stuns connection. This should be a kill. Shotzi might get 1, but there's no way he takes care of the rest. This should be a save from the Gentlemates. Hook maintaining possession. Back to mid.
And, you know, we talk about the master class of the map number 2. Optic, we know the game plan. They let Shotzi pinch. He is doing it again. Right now, it's a one-trick style, but Paris also not reading it for the moment. You're losing the pressure on the front, and this might be the runaway game. Shotzi, free kills on the pinch, and his teammates make it happen through the front. Shout out Mercules. He's on a 5.
Oh, he sends an aid. He feeds them to Mercules to get that next one as well. So, bottom side of the map covered. Ready for the rally. Shotzi finds another corner in Dojo. Who's about to hit the mat? This is going to be Envoy Ghosty. You're going to check this corner. Yeah, no need. That's a couple of clean ones. Here we go. The next 2 players off spawn. Gentlemates. Oh, they're being pushed back. This could be the rally complete. Second goal goes in. Dashy's on the board.
There's a brutality. But now number 7 and number 8 got to wrap back. The ARs for Optic for the moment out of position. Shotzi, though, good timing to catch up that lead blocker there for Paris, and the idea of the push, well, going to be stopped in its tracks. Paris, they're going to need the kills first.
So yeah, try and... They've dug in here to that P2 position. Hook's trying to keep him softened up. Here comes the tenderizer. Trades are fantastic. You've walked away with the majority of the kills. Got them all. Here we go. Hook's pushing forward, force spree in the pocket. The rest of the boys now still got it. So that's a pick up there from Neptune and a retreat back to mid on the reset.
Well, Sib's pushing up. He's got Ghosty pushing through mid, and he's got Envoy pushing out the low lane. So Pairs trying to set themselves up with options, depending on whether they find the kills, but they lose the middle of the map. Now the pressure's on.
And Shotzi's done it again. He's got himself another corner. Has he identified man number 4? Yeah, sure. There it is. He's waiting for the EMP. He gets it. That's going to be the kills towards the back line now as well. Has to win the next fight. This is a huge moment. Genomate's now scrambling to keep this play alive and kicking. And Shotzi regens. And he is something else, folks. What a kill.
Yeah, this is very heads-up situational play as well, creating novel situations and killing everybody in sight, including your teammates. Still, though, the front blocker getting all the kills. Shotzi playing perfectly.
Yeah, it really is. He has absolutely played these gentlemates like a fiddle. Envoy stays alive on the inside of Dojo. Meaning that Hook is still going to get it done here with his Jaeger. Can he get it done? Waiting for the rest of the squad to show up. Genomate's doing the exact same. And again, Optic with the possession. It gives them control over where they want this to go. They've gone high. Shotzi has the goal line covered, but the players inside lobby, he stopped the play.
Well, Shotzi knows he's going to be on the pinch, but right now he is in fact distracting 2 players, so his teammates are going to have an easy job to watch the device, and Envoy knows it. No open lanes, and by the time you deal with Shotzi, well, Optic able to snap everybody into position, but Envoy snaps with the pistol.
Ooh, shots from Dashi. Next in. Great work on the damage. Shotzi. Can he find another? It's Sib with the pistol, desperately trying to find the kills. Optic reinforcements are here defensively sound. They're going to clean them up, pick up that device, and move forward with 40 to play.
This is one of those situations where, like, you know, Shotzi's always on the pinch. Sometimes he's readable on the map, like, in theory, but such a nightmare to deal with. And when his teammates are able to handle the type of pressure that's being applied on the map, I mean, they're just consistently setting up these layers. And so efficient with the timing. Now you got number 3 Neptune on the pinch, but Paris need to be careful. I think might be able to create the open lane, or Mercury's finally overwhelmed. Paris need this score.
This could be it. 13 seconds, starting to get a little bit dangerous. Couple of players to deal with on the cross. The trophy systems are banging away, and it's good kills. It's done, folks. Optic survived the final hit. Another chance to get on the board here. Make it 3-0 before the half. Dashi helping to clear out the B side of the map. Mercury's now through lobby. The damage is beautiful work, and here comes the device. EMP on the run. Dashi can't hold it. That should be it, folks. It's going to be 2-0 at the whistle.
Now Shotzi here, one more play. Nade's kill it. Well, there's your first blood on the engagement. The reinforcements are here.
There's no way, folks. Come on. There's no way. Hook, no shot. There we go. Getting dicey with it. That's Shotzi, the maestro. Here on Den. The Shinobi continues to impress us with the corners and the timing, as he really does see the game so clearly. Taking players like the Paris Gentlemates to task there. 2-0 at the half.
And, you know, we sort of touched on a little bit with the S&D clutches, but in a similar way, if you're taking these pinch routes, if you're making these sort of long-term plays, you have a ton of trust in your teammates for this moment. And Optic right now are absolutely locked in. Here's the 5 spree that Merc ends up going on that sets him up for this cat. Merc also with a pistol kill in the meantime. That's how he was able to get the actual Hellstorm. But just successful pushes. And I think Paris, honest to God, are doing a decent job of playing the map. I think outside of this singular push, though, every single time that Paris has been on the attack, they've had to fight through 2, 3, 4 different layers of Optic players on the defensive end. The one good opportunity they had, well, they get stuffed out because Optic had all those trophies on the mid steps.
Yeah, that was a big trophy moment. 3v2 here in the middle of the map. Hook's going to join from mid-cut. Getting aggressive, taking space. Ooh, quick pickup. Neptune slows it down with his NPC. Nice shots there at range. Trying to get really mixy because you've got Shotzi in position here. That's exactly what you wanted. Right, Paris. You're in trouble, boys. Let's hear the intensity of the comms with a listen in.
The other one there, though. He's pushing out. There's 2 on ball. Come deep.
I'm with you, man. It's fine.
There's 2 there. They're going deep. Kyler.
There's 2.
I'm here to take another.
I'm with you. All right. And bottom
Gens, he's weak. He went top gens. They're all spawning close.
Tried in it. Absolute top gens. Absolute enemy.
I went left.
I already got it. Broken shots. There's you. Weak at gens. Kyler.
Nothing's gonna couch
yet. Back to short. I spawn deep square. I ain't gonna couch.
Inner one shot.
Shots. Absolute couch.
There's 2
going in P2.
2 on P2.
Yeah, couch Kyler. Couch Kyler, 1 shot.
There's 2 left, 1 back.
1 P2. One couch Kyler and missing 2 on ball.
Yeah, I have grudge. He's on my grudge.
Front couch, Brandon. Go top P2.
Top P2 weak.
Kyler's weak. Couch Brandon.
Nice.
Let's be by ball square. Inner.
Let's get this one. I'm gonna
Inner again. I'm going right. Hit once. Inner weak.
I'm playing.
Trapping it.
Okay. I'm gonna make.
Merc one shot and one counter P2.
One shot dojo.
Done. You keep playing. One deep left. Keep playing left. I have left cross actually.
I see lobby.
They're not coming right at all, boys.
Yo, left on me, Kyler. One shot. 3 left.
Yeah, I'm gonna need help. 3 P2.
Nah, I'm all the way out of the play, bro.
Good, I have in garage one shot. Garage set, another one garage.
Back out.
One shot.
I'm coming.
Nice,
I can stop it, maybe.
Two there. It's one mid. I spawn right. Yo, I'm playing for it. Two right at me. They spawned pitch left. Weak dojo.
I need
you run back to their outer, I'm pretty sure.
I'm just showing it though.
Outer, weak.
2 or 3, there's 3.
Well, compared to the listening we had at the start of the series, I think we have lost the ability to talk about like the meta game, losing the thread on the mini map, and obviously Optic, these players are so difficult to track. In the meantime, Hook went on a 9 spree. Optic gets some rally caps, and again, they are just playing them like a fiddle. I mean, Optic right now, this is looking to be a flawless victory.
Absolutely. Combat here on Den of a mortal nature. Optic looking immortal on the scoreboard. 5-0. Ghosty is being eviscerated. 7-22. The comms were not ideal. The situation they find themselves in now is seemingly impossible. Possession for Optic through the roof. A Hellstorm with the back pocket for Hook if he wants it, but at 2 minutes to play, it is more about possession and denial. The comeback is nearly impossible.
And, you know, it's not something you can accomplish in comms. All 4 players have to sort of pull out something magical, but just your inability to get ahead of the game or gain any semblance of control, well, maybe now could be a score. Dash is going to be the lone sort of defender on the actual A site, but Paris right now, the teamwork's not quick enough, but Neptune gets 2. I would say this has to be the score, but the reinforcements are in.
This is it. There we go through the front. We're going to get 1 here at least. Merc, nah, shuts it down. Pistol Quill. Ooh, did he get a hit mark with a knife? Is that even possible?
Punched him. He picked up the device.
Big old punch. Yeah, no knife with the EMP, and shots are there. On the board, gentlemates. It's about damn time.
I mean, hey, you can just see the overwhelming onslaught, though, just always dealing with multiple players. And now's the rally cat time. So, like, Paris setting themselves up with a little bit of potential, but this is a swan song that I am singing, but they do indeed begin to fight back.
Well, they're fighting. That's the clean 2. But again, fellas, it's too little, too late. It's similar to Gridlock. The flow was there, but not at the start when you sorely needed it. Optic have just run amok. I mean, Hook, 34-19. Dashy is just making it look so good. Well, opportunity once again. Merc, can he stop it? Not yet. We could be in for another here. Hook holding the line. Still maintaining position. Still has a Hellstorm.
Yeah, I mean, 30 seconds left. This is already just going to be GG, done and dusted. Paris not going to be able to do anything in here. And just like the Plaza, I mean, the decision-making from Optic, like, you know, we can double back. I don't necessarily think Optic's comms as a whole are too crazy. They're good, but they don't blow my mind. But looking at them on the minimap, they share, like, the 4 brain cells combined. They're all working together, firing on all cylinders. It is like symbiosis on the minimap. They just know and understand each other perfectly. That was butter.
We are Optic Texas. Nep's final kills will not matter. What a great series for Optic. They remain perfect in their run up to Major 3 so far. And this Hellstorm is essentially the fireworks right now. Where do you want it to go, Hook? Where do you want it to land? Where do you want it to connect? It is up to you. Optic again, and you are calling it perfectly, mate. This is clean and free, happy gameplay for them. GG's, folks. 3-0. Optic Texas, all smiles as they take down their Major 1 rivals.
And, you know, it happens occasionally from time to time where you can look at the minimap and just see a team outthinking the other. In Plaza, we got that on 5 different rounds. On the Overload here, we got that in 2 or 3 different situations. Like, Hoop popping off for the 9 spree is incredible. But while we were in the listening, like, we heard Neptune getting the tags. They're commenting, hey, Optic trapping this one out. Neptune gets the tags in on the guy trying to hop in the window. And if you were just looking at the minimap on that moment, the moment Paris get baited, similar to Plaza, of doing that sort of default Call of Duty gameplay, which they're doing the right things. Like, they're playing structured COD. Optic playing like a fiddle. It's the instant wrap back, and again, it is smooth like butter. So the team is the spectacle. Incredible teamwork there from Optic Texas. But of course, who 37-22 also feels quite nice.
It does feel really good. Well, folks, there we go. 3-0. We learned a lot about how good Optic is at Plaza. Their Den gameplay obviously fantastic. And now we know Chance's lubricant of choice, folks. There it is, butter. When he's cooking, that's what he uses. There we go. 3-0, brothers. Disgusting. Whoa. All 4 of those brain cells rocking. How you 3 doing?
I'm craving margarine for some reason.
Yeah, put some butter.
Yeah.
I want to go home.
Yeah, that got weird real quick. Allie, so you went with the team that got 3-0.
Yeah.
Do you want to start with the nearly 0-6 search and destroy or the 6-1 search and destroy?
I think I actually want to start with map 1 because I think, do we have to start with the search and destroy?
No, we should go to the highlights from game 3 because that was the most recent. But I just want you to kind of talk to me about where you were most disappointed because there was a lot of frustration in the green room today.
There's a lot of disappointment, I mean, across this series. I mean, I think I look at the series and I'm like, Optic Texas is just the best team in the game right now. Like, that's what I took away from this. It's just the way that they played. And on the flip side for Paris Gentlemates, it just feels the same. This entire stage, it doesn't feel like they've made progress or necessarily regressed. The Gridlock, you start in behind again. You fight your way all the way back in. You can't close it out. Search and destroy, you can't find a first pick. You have no map control, and you're giving up open lanes to allow Shotzi to shoot you inside. And then the overload was just a skill diff. I mean, Optic Texas just looked unbelievable in this map mode combo, and I think this is what I was touching on, is Paris Gentlemates are really fine against the rest of the league, but against the rest of the big dogs that still consider them a top 5, top 6 team, they just haven't been able to put anything on.
Did you say you were touching on that, but then you still picked the Gentlemates to win, right?
I literally
just pointing that out. You and I were riding this Optic train though today.
And, make it make sense.
If you take a hook and you minus Dan Ghosty's kills, you still get 25.
Yeah.
How do you give Dan Ghosty, who has some of the best stats in this qualifier, how do you shut him down today? You held him to 12 kills in that overload.
Yeah, I mean, overall speed, pace, trying to get to the objective. Optic just faster everywhere. The mines were firing quicker today. The guns were hotter. I mean, there's just no world where this Gentlemates team was going to be able to beat this Optic squad.
Shout out to Joe and Matt in production with that Dan Ghosty highlight reaction. Sorry, keep the comments coming because we have a montage for our Scuff Play of the Game, man, because it's not just one moment. They came in all 3.
Yeah, I mean, the only map that even got remotely close, Allie mentioned, was this map 1, and it felt like Optic kind of playing with their food a little bit. I mean, they just held, if you're talking about Gentlemates, just P4 for a little bit and get over to that P2. They got a full 60. So, yeah, I mean, other than that, though, this was just cool, calm, collected out of Optic. You know, this is an easy, readable team on the other side in Gentlemates and Search and Destroy. You show them face somewhere, they're all going to wrap back, and then we can just fish in a barrel, trap them in. So, yeah, Optic today, clearly the better team, and definitely confident in this matchup going.
Shotzi's looking so clean. Hook drops 37, and the boys are 1 week away from playing in front of an audience where you know they always get buffed.
Do they go perfect again?
They're on top of the leaderboard right now. LA Thieves, the only other team sitting perfect after the first loss is handed to the Gentlemates.
Listen, you asked me a few weeks ago if there was any teams that were going to go perfect this split, and Optic almost did when we had the longest split of literally all time, and it looks like they could go perfect again.
What's their last match? Let me pull this up. Let's see.
Type.
Who do they have? It's FaZe.
Ooh, banger.
Okay. Potential there, FaZe. Haven't been that good recently.
That could be a great matchup. We'll find out how good this next one is when we get our first game 5 of the day. It's Toronto Koi taking on Vancouver Surge. TJ, he bought some books. Did they read them?
Hopefully.
Mind you?
Yeah, you need that.
Major 3 is going to be a classic. 4 challenger teams are taking on the 12 pro teams, bringing non-stop action to the ATO. Get your tickets before they sell out at dreamhack.com/Atlanta.
Brought to you by America's Navy and the special operators who work in the shadows.
Start the season strong with the 2026 Call of Duty League Pack. Grab yourself the CDL operator by scanning the QR code on screen or check it out in the Call of Duty store in-game now. Scuff, official controller of the CDL.
Open time! Quinn is in! Real! Gets it! 5 for the win! Real!
something was going wrong. Apparently, don't know who it was or where it was, but Linz is MIA.
Linz has been, I'm not sure if you've seen Tron, the classic from the 80s, but he has been sucked inside the game. And now he has to play a series of games within Call of Duty to win his freedom.
Nice, I'm in the game. Yo, CDL 2024. Yo, this is fire. This is fire.
Oh.
This fire, yo, Pete. Hold up. CDL champ and the shit. Come on, huh? That shit clean, bro. This kind of clean.
Damn.
Yo, that's aura, bro. Come on, man.
Time, man. Like when you have the Slayers, when you have the talent there, it's all about putting it together.
Oh, we got Fame here. Fame, how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good. Happy to be here.
Fantastic interview as always from Fame. Wonderful lad.
No, it's all down to Sim. It's a 1v4, and it's soon to be. Hold on. A minute, he's managed to make a meal of it. 20 seconds on the clock. Forward we go.
Oh my god.
Oh my god,
Lucky. Oh my god.
It's a
oh my god.
Sim.
Oh, he doesn't know he's in the van.
Can he do it?
Oh my god.
Oh my god. It's from the Sim, man.
I cannot believe the phenom.
Oh my god. Nasty
Oh my god. That is top 10 maybe of all time.
One round.
Clocked in, working all day, tunnel vision like a rock slide, but I ain't here to play. Clocked in, working all night. Bring them in out all till the sun's up high. Yeah, you know the vibes when I ring the bell. Is somebody gonna buy it? Is somebody gotta sell? Locked in, show them what I got. Hit the ground running if you ready or not.
Welcome back to the final week of qualifiers here at the Call of Duty League, leading up to major number 3. We got Nameless and Rosalie going over their notes, and I was reading some notes from our great stats wizard, Easy Mac, who says we need to expand this league to 32
Oh my
teams.
god.
Easy Mac, what is 32 times 4? Do we have that many great players out there? Because if so, Vancouver would already be signing them. Let's start with the Surge because they've been riding the struggle bus. They brought in some players from Challengers. They brought in Nero from Carolina. Are they now in a form to find some W's? They have to play against a Toronto Koi squad that we were calling to blow it up right before Major 2, but they went on to finish top 3.
Yeah, I'd say it's one of the better 10th place teams we've ever had in the CDL we were talking about. Listen, all the guns can get hot. It just feels like when this team has something to lose, when they have a lead in a map, right? And it feels like they're just about to win, they choke it every single time. So the name of the game for this squad is composure, 100%. They have the guns to do it. It just feels like at the end of these games, they just start playing eights, things get frantic, and it gets away from them.
Yeah, I have to kind of echo that. Ant said something in the green room earlier that I think we all agree with. Is like these guys can shoot. It's just like what else is there, and teamwork kind of feels like is what we were waiting for from this team, which we'll get flashes of it, but the problem is we haven't really seen it all active at the same time. And then you stack on top of that, Hardpoint is just not great for them. They've lost the last 5, so they're starting these series behind. And then you go into Search and Destroy, and they don't have a map that they're confident in, so they don't really have any safety net under them.
Yeah, but Gwyn went on a gwinning spree on Gridlock. So is Gridlock in the series, guys? Do I have a chance here?
We'll find out soon.
All right, let's talk about the other side of this fight because Vancouver's going to have their hands full. Kip seems to be the real deal.
Absolutely.
A great find for the Koi. The Huntsman showcasing his skill alongside Joe Deceives. You've got Kleenex finding his form as a top-tier player once again. And Insight is talking trash. This is the confidence I like to see from Koi. Where are they at right now, though, in our Major 3 qualifiers?
Yeah, I think they're an elite team. And the amount of slander that gets thrown on Insight, I think, is super unfair. This is a team that's top 4 in respawn on the year in Overload and in Hardpoint. They're undefeated on the 2 new Hardpoints that we've added into the split. They've been blitzing everybody in Overload. Unfortunately for them, they played Optic 3 times in their last 10 series, and they've lost to Optic all 3 of those. Aside from that, they've been smoking everybody. So I think it's a matchup diff there, which we see across the league. But yeah, overall, Koi are in a great spot. They just need to figure out their S&D. That's the one thing with this team that is lackluster. Their search is not good.
Let's take a look at their Search and Destroy. You wonder, do they have a sniper on this squad? Do you need a sniper? Can you play without it on a map like French? It's looked great in the hands of Super. The rest of the teams still looking to find ways to shut down mid. When we look at the first 3 games, who has the edge here, Allie? I know it's been all coy in the previous meetings with Vancouver.
I mean, it's going to continue to be all coy because you have 2 of the respawns in the series being Den, right? And then even looking at the Search and Destroys, I might give a little bit of an edge to Vancouver Surge only because Koi is winless on both those maps. They've only played it once respectively on each, but it seems like they're trying to expand their map pool. So they're trying to place their confidence in their respawns in the series while testing a little bit in the 2 and 5.
Yeah, if we're talking just map set, I guess it's a bit weird because the last Den overload we saw from Surge, they blitzed LA Thieves on it. I definitely lean Search and Destroy towards Vancouver just because that's how bad Toronto have been there. And then the Gridlock, both these teams have liked it. So in terms of, we're just talking maps, I think Vancouver's comfortable. But the better team, Toronto.
Can we go to Nero's face cam? Do we have that available? Because
Is that
I think it might be a demon day
Vibe check?
for
That's
Nero.
crazy.
Vibe check right now.
It's not giving demon.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna be honest.
It's getting very cool, calm, and collected.
Yeah.
Listen, they've read Mind Gym. They're locked and loaded. The captain,
It's giving
TJ,
nonchalant.
has them dialed, bro. Look at Gwen.
He's smiling.
Is he? No, he's not. No,
Yeah?
Gwen's.
Gwynethyn was smiling.
There it is.
There it is. Smirkington is here.
He knows we're talking about him.
I'm trying to buy Joe Deceive some extra time. I know what Joe's doing. He has a nervous bladder.
Yeah.
This is a big match.
I don't think
No,
Joe
he's
gets
looking in the
nervous
mirror
anymore.
right now like, okay, I got
Yeah,
to do it
yeah.
all.
I'm going to be that guy again.
I gotta do it
I'm going
all.
to be that guy. All
Poor
right,
Joe.
can Joe do it all? Does he need to, Nameless? You have
No, he
now
doesn't.
tied the lead. Rosalie, you don't have to go first for the first time.
Okay.
Yeah, give me
I mean,
Koi all
could.
day. I think Koi's a very good team. I got Koi taking this one 3-1.
Allie?
I also have Koi taking this. I think 3-1's also a safe bet. I'll go with Ant here.
What's it like going 1 and 2 on the dig? Because I'm about to be 3-0 with this Vancouver Surge pick. Nero is going to be a problem. Gwen got Gridlock, but it's not till game 5 he drops numbers. I might be wrong. Casters might be ready.
I think if Joe Deceives plays anything like he did in their last match versus Optic, he dropped 700 kills and 25K damage. He went plus 40 against Optic, 129 kills.
Yep.
One of the more absurd performances individually we've seen on the year.
Well, if he has to come close to that performance, though, we have problems.
Yeah.
We have problems. Versus Surge team, yeah.
Yes,
That's probably shouldn't happen.
No, probably not. But listen, the Surge team has surprised us out of late, maybe good and bad. They start out 2-0, now to 2-2. I don't know. Like, it feels like they have the ability to beat anybody in a map, but at the same time, the ability to be up 150 to Hardpoint, maybe throw it away. They're not the definition of consistency, that's for sure.
Well, I mean, listen, they beat some of the bottom teams. Maybe one upset is G2 in that first match, and then the last couple, they've just had some tougher matchups.
And G2 beat Miami, obviously.
Yeah, so who knows? But again, middle of the table, who knows? But new Hardpoint map issues for what? Surge? Yeah, 2 and 5, and that's a bit surprising because they were one of the first teams to start playing Gridlock, and I think that's where they caused their upset. But they're like 1 and 3 now.
Yeah, I think they won. Wait, didn't they win a Gridlock and a Saki at their first series? Maybe it was one in each of their first 2. Maybe it was one in each of their first 2. But okay, so they haven't won one since then.
Yeah, it's been a problem.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys trying to get locked in. I already know they're screwed because Teach's lights are on.
It's a bad sign.
He needs to get that turned off immediately. But maybe this is some new, Mind Gym magic.
Mind Gym?
Yeah, I don't know. Didn't Ann say you got them all to buy a book or something?
Oh,
I thought that's what Ann said.
Okay. I like that.
He's trying to get them locked because they feels like mentally they're weak.
So they're hitting the Mind Gym.
Yeah.
Meditating?
Need some what's the power? What's the Dune? Need some Dune powers, dude. Use the voice.
Oh, the voice. Okay.
The Lunars. I mean, last time we casted them, we felt for them and a couple listeners. I mean, he seemed to be the cerebral workhorse. I mean, calming everything. Like, seemed like other guys were just going dark kind of in the comms. They were real frustrated after a loss on a 2-game skid, trying to bring it back and get to 3 and 2. Because if you're at 2 and 3, I mean, 3 and 2, you're in the top 8. 2 and 3, things are going to get, I think, interesting. I think we're going to have a lot of teams in there.
Yeah, we just saw their last 5 Hardpoints, the way that they have been going. So yeah, start off 2-0 and then 5 losses in a row in that game mode.
Yeah. No, I think that's what looked good for them in a couple of the. I didn't realize that stats we showed it. Like, a couple of the new maps, like, they looked really solid there. Granted, the matchups have gotten a little more difficult for sure, but. You think there is any actual upset potential here for Surge?
I think there's a little bit. I think there's a little bit, yeah. I mean, you have some of the newer maps in. sometimes this Koi team can play down to their competition. It feels like, well, at least in like previous iterations.
Yeah.
So I think maybe, but I think it's gonna be tough. I don't know. Just from a pure skill standpoint, Kleenex, Kips, and Joe Deceive should be able to handle this.
You would think so, but I also don't feel like sometimes I don't think it's like skill that's lacking from this Surge team. Like you've got some playmakers. It's just are they making the right plays? Looking at the standings, and that's what we're kind of talking about with them at 2-2. They end 2-3, and like you just have a lot of teams that could get there. G2 more than likely going to finish there. If Koi get a win, you know you're sitting pretty obviously for top 8, but
well, G2 have 2 more games, right?
Yeah,
so they could be 3-2.
They could,
yeah.
But and then I mean, I pretty much I think Heretics will get there. Ravens probably get there, but I mean, Cloud
unless they play each other.
Kind of out of the combo. That's true. I haven't looked at the final matchups for those 2 squads. We were prepping for this one, but it's going to get real dicey, I think, around it. I mean, good thing is it's not like last major where 4 teams were eliminated. You had to play a match, but I mean, 4 teams were eliminated before bracket. This you're going to get into the GSL style pool play. And for those of you not familiar with how that works, for this next major with the 4M teams coming in, you're gonna have 4 teams in each bracket, and GSL is a little bit different like your round robin. Round robin, everyone kind of plays each other once, and you have a bunch of tiebreakers that come in that can be kind of frustrating. GSL is nice, and that's basically a tiny double elimination bracket. Yeah, win twice you're in, lose twice you're out. It's simple, and that'll handle kind of the seeding going in to the bracket. But I don't know, I'm excited. We haven't had full play in a while, right?
Yeah, not since last stream back in Dallas.
All right, ready to go. Final match of the night. Kick it off on Gridlock. We may finish on Gridlock. Koi in that match versus Optic, your last one to go all the way to a game 5. I think it kind of smoked in that game 5, trying to avoid that here. Hopefully you don't need the kind of effort Joe Deceive's put in that particular series to keep him in it, but Kips is, we've said a lot at the beginning of the year, get this guy Joe Deceive some help. It felt like, at least the last major, that help was there. You had a lot of guys producing.
Yeah, I mean, the only problem has really been Optic. It feels like they've had a lot of those matchups. They had it at the major. They had it at
that was an improvement to go to 5.
No, it was. They had it.
They're 1-9 in map count before that, right?
So, yeah, improvements. But it feels like, versus everybody else, it's just hard to kind of weigh them in because they've been playing well versus Optic.
And the only reason I think maybe they just can't gap them in the skill department as much as like you might think just looking at the rosters. It's just Nero, when he is in form, can be one of the most lethal players in the league. Gwyn kind of always is going to be putting up numbers. We'll see what TJ and Lunars do, but like if you get peak performances from Surge, I feel like you can match just the sliding prowess maybe you have on the other side. Maybe not Joe Deceives, but
no, I think it's there. Yeah, I think it's there. It's just fundamentals and teamwork. That is maybe the biggest gap. But it's been a solid start here. Is back to Gridlock. Didn't see it a lot the first couple of weeks, but this last week or so, you're seeing it more. Teams want to prep it for the major, and now Koi in a good spot here for this P2.
Especially after that cleanup gunfight win on the Lunars. Yeah, that spawn is going to be picked up, or he was spotted, because I did not think that was open, but I guess it was.
Yeah, that one's just a little bit weird, and I think teams, it's just one thing you have to check, because that is where things do get very weird.
Thankfully, you checked it and dealt with it. And with the splits, now you're doing pressure from both sides, and you've dealt with it perfectly. 4 in a row for Kips as he's trying to keep the streak going, but he'll just tag up an assist for that one. And perfect so far here at the P2. And I mean, look at Joe Deceives on 3, Kips on 4 before he died. 5 straight for Kleenex. You are dominating. Now, though, you bring all the pressure to Joe Deceives. Everyone has fallen around him. Unfortunately, this is a very, very tough player to get rid of as he finesses this pillar. Easily.
I mean, already a Hellstorm in the back pocket too, and I mean, you decided to go for this one more time with around 30 seconds left. If you're Surge, 25 seconds, and we just had this discussion in the last match. Do you want to risk that, because then you risk losing rotation at P3, maybe the game getting out of hand? Well, it's at least going to get messy to start here, which you'll take all day.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think it came down to a gun sight on one side of it, though. I think Kleenex had the read on the spawn out for Nero, but he lost the gunfight. Nero's able to get 2, and a big part of why I think Surge are actually going to end up coming out on top of this. Slow start in this line because you kind of got fried at that P2, but you hold down these 30 seconds, you're right back in the game. TJ feeling the pressure though. Lunar's helping him out.
Yeah, nice start here from Nero, and now you can push on forward. You want to try to flip. Kleenex is in a spawn safe for now. Well, they're not going to expect him there already. So TJ's going to get taken down. You back up if you are Lunars. Just wait for your teammates off a spawn. You hit that close spawn, and now you're going to go again to see if you can get into a great spot for P4.
Lockdown defense here from Surge. Right back in it, down less than 10. But they haven't been able to really push out for the hardpoint at all. So early time at next will be all Koi. You're just now getting out. Good job kind of trapping them in. You lose 2 players though, and here comes the pressure.
And well, you lose 2 players, and then but you lose the gunfight on the hill. I think it's Joe DeCease, of course it is, who wins 2 big one-on-ones to keep them on the hill and then give them those spawns. So yeah, I mean, you get a responser at P3 if you were Surge when things were looking a bit dicey. Then it gets dicey again for Koi, but Joe DeCease steps up.
And Insight too. I mean, he's playing. It was him and Joe DeCease that held off, and Insight was playing kind of that anchor role in the back, and he gets you 3 straight too. So Joe DeCease wins it from the point and from the front. Insight wins it from the back, and we're just sort of trading solid holds as of now.
That's it's good hardpoint match.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Don't have a ton of those. Well, yes, this year we do. But now you're gonna have this Hellstorm come in before this P1 pops. 5 seconds to go. Lunars and Nero probably gonna be the big 2 targets, and Lunars is able to find one. Kleenex, it's a little aggressive, and you go 2 for 1 if you are Surge so far. And I think you take that. Now you gotta go though before the reinforcements get there.
You get those kills, but you also have to kind of tuck tail and hide from the streak. So it leaves an opening mid-map for Koi to get into it and get in position here to battle. They're just trying to push out and deal with the player contesting, and well, wow. Insight goes to snap from the first fight, doesn't finish it, and leads to a triple for Lunars. Big moment there from Surge, dealing with the streak and getting back in.
Yeah, I mean, he pinches through Ice Cream, able to find the time and gets 2 off the hill, and then the third is just disgusting with the pistol. Now controlling the map so well. As Surge, I mean, you get these 20 seconds, plus you have the P2 spawns. A bit of pressure here over to Koi. Let's go to comms here with Toronto.
He's riding you. I'm running to the back. He's underpass, guys.
Underpass.
Another one. He went back right.
What's the right?
I'm chasing.
He's going deep. He's going front. One's out front. Out front. He's showing me. In sushi on time.
Sushi does.
We're pitch time. Give us a sec.
He's on time.
Yeah, one time. I'm getting out.
I'm one shot. Sushi on front.
Close front near that.
Make sure you block it.
One shot. Two front girls.
You're good. I'm in
Sushi. I'm in sushi. I bumped out.
You're good.
Close dead. Close another one. One shot. On the sushi Eddie to the right. There's 2
Green card.
Nice. We need man.
We're good. I'm trying to keep blocking.
I'm down.
Hit my front.
Is that your stun?
Yeah,
that's my stun now.
One front, Jimmy left.
Underpass. One's at the back as well. One's boss. Nice. Close front. I'm going to one on the back.
One more front. I have a streak. Drop close left.
I'm going.
I want shot my bad. I have a streak.
Might be underpass. I'm going block.
How'd you? We can streak this.
P1 Nero, one shot P1, okay?
Give it a sec.
He went, he's just hiding white card. You can go over if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to go over there.
I can come under with you. Hold dead.
Nice. Like Nero.
On the white card. It's on
close class now. Right second.
I'll spawn on them, Dubs.
Give it a sec. They're gonna spawn ice cream.
There's 2. Listen, shower in time.
Probably now.
Well, a Kleenex earns a streak, goes on 7 straight. Joe DeCease has been vibing. He's got 2 minutes in the hard point almost. He's double positive. Wow. And Kleenex is killing real fast.
I mean, I don't know what he just did, but he gets a triple. He gets no help right there. They were talking about, are we going to use this Hellstorm here that he was able to earn towards the P2?
Just the gunning.
And they just stay patient. You're able to get the pinch through Kips. He gets a bit of a spawn. He's able to find that first kill, but I have no idea where that triple came from. Yeah, all control over to Toronto.
Well, as you say that, they're all going to die. Joe DeCease heads up play to kind of back up, try not to keep this stagger, just get out with his life. They're chasing him down, wait for your teammates, solid play to then play the retake, and he wins a gunfight. I thought gonna bait that perfectly as well, but gives you a chance to win these fights and set up to trap them in again. This is what they did really solid job of last time, just locking them in, making sure there was no real pressure towards the hard point. Well, actually, I came down to inside. Joe DeCease kind of clutching up, actually.
Yeah, I say, like, the spawn pressure was there from Surge, but inside the hill, that is where you found the wins. And this time it is opposite. You don't really have spawn pressure, but Nero just gets in, and somehow he finds 4. He wins 4 one-on-ones to give his team control.
Okay, well, there's those Nero pop-offs we were waiting for. He started slow. Gwyn started slow. You've stayed in the game, kind of. The blowouts felt like it's right around the corner. And the blowout could have happened right here at this point, but you broke it and disrupted some of this time. You're still in a bad position just based on the overall score, but maybe a chance for Surge. Honestly, I'm less nervous for them without a lead than with a lead in Hardpoint for
it never felt
for whatever
safe.
reason. Like, I feel like they have a better chance to come from behind than hold on to a lead. I swear to God. Koi, though, just 20 away from the dub. We get back to mid-map. But they used a streak here last time to try and break in. It did not go well. If they get broken here, maybe Kleenex will bring his in and see if they'll get more use out of it. For now, content to contest, but TJ and Lunars holding the line. TJ up and down we go. Just trying to finesse as long as you can, but now everybody's going to fall, and that'll be Koi into the point, looking for the dagger. Kleenex in the call of the streak. And well, that's just gonna be, guess what? You can't challenge this hard point when you're hiding from a missile.
Yeah, someone's gonna have to drop a nade,
That's gonna
or
seal
two,
it.
or three, and well, there's gonna be a missile on their head, and Koi clean map number 1 there on Gridlock.
That's a real easy way to call game.
Yeah.
Top central hard point, no cover. Calling a streak and nothing the Surge team is able to do. And it just, I don't know, it just felt like, yeah, we were a moment away from a blowout like the entire game.
I'm not sure Surge got a point on P2. Those were like the two where you had Joe Deceives earn the streak and then Kleenex the second time earn the streak. And I think those were close to full 60s.
And remember, like, when we casted this, when they started out 2-0 on the new maps, one of them was the Gridlock they won. I remember, like,
it was
we were
P2.
talking about TJ and Gwen at P2. Yeah, they got into like DVD and they were insane, right? Like, there were none of those plays being made. And we're going back 2 weeks, but
not that long ago.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not that long ago. But they did so well there. They found no success there whatsoever. TJ and Gwen couldn't get to their comfort spots. Koi, a little too strong.
I think that's when you're going to sort of see, yeah, these 100-point leads and some of these comebacks happen. It's the P1 and the P2. I mean, you chain those two together, that's when you start to earn those streaks. Just feels like then anything can happen. With P3 and P4 being a little bit messy. Yeah, teams are starting to figure it out. I think they had a bit of an edge early on as soon as the maps were played. Nobody really played it except for Surge, but now they've lost like 4 straight on these maps.
I mean, that's what's tough. I mean, it doesn't really matter how you start. It's how you play once
everyone else figures it out.
Yes,
yeah.
At some point, like, listen, some players are like smarter than others. Some people make more instinctual decisions and stuff, but at some point, like, your base knowledge gets to the same level and people are trying to just perfect the same thing. And that's where the separation comes in.
Especially in Hardpoint.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you have a little bit more creativity and like Search, maybe a little overload.
There's a right way and a wrong way to do things.
Yes.
And yeah, some of the stuff you'll get away with at the beginning of the year or get away with, I don't know, when a new map comes in. I mean, God, I mean, Paris might be the definition of that this year.
50 there, so they got 3 on that one, and they got 9 points total.
Oh, not 0.
Not 0, not a lot.
Single digits still, not great.
Not great.
But I know we've seen that like a lot this year with like several teams. Just, well, I think Paris comes to mind though. Like, they seem so far ahead. The game came so easy.
Are you talking about just their recent match, just
no,
10 minutes ago?
Well, not just that match.
No,
just
I know.
The past 2 months. Struggling, I think, to get things going once everyone else kind of has
figured it out.
That's what it seems like, at least. All right, but we get ready now for the Search and Destroy. See if the Surge team can bring it back, but buried in that first one. I mean, Joe Deceives was great, but he didn't have to do anything astronomical. I mean, I was cracking up when I looked at it. I was like, he usually engagement-wise, he's just insane, but he didn't really have to do that.
Well, I mean,
that's really pushed the pace.
Yeah,
he was still on the hard point.
That's what we kind of want to see from this team is like, we know there's other people on this squad that can do what he does. Maybe not as consistently, but yeah, Kleenex has been doing this a very long time, and when he gets locked in, he is a tough one to beat.
No, he absolutely can be. We'll see what Surge can do to slow down this squad, take a shot of the squads real quick, stay hydrated in the match and at home. Gotta drink lots of water, Joe. It's very important.
I'm trying.
Especially you. Yeah, not feeling well. You gotta slam lots of water. TJ still needs to get that light turned off, and then he's gonna put up numbers. Koi, though, still gonna stay dialed in. I don't know that they're at a position or they've reached a level where they can take any team lightly. Especially Surge. There's still ability to upset people, but looking at some of the highlights for players to watch, Joe Deceives on one side, Gwen on the other. You saw some good from Joe Deceives, not much from Gwen, at least in that map 1.
Yeah, and this is looking at the Search and Destroy, what they've been doing. This has been great to see from Dwin. His resurgence in Search and Destroy since going back to a sub. Big playmaker there. Just see what they're both able to do.
Bump, 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 bump. Music's got me vibing. Yeah. I'm not quite dancing. I'm too tall and gangly, and I can't dance, bro. I can't dance at all. Zero rhythm in this body. I bet you Joe Deceives can move.
Yeah, I bet he could. In another life, like that guy, he's a big dude.
No, he is.
He's an athlete.
He's one that surprised me. No, he surprised me. Like, sometimes we just can't tell how big people are. Hell, I still get it. People see me like, you're tall. I'm like, well, yeah.
That one confuses me.
But like, Joe Deceives, like, dude, he was a big dude.
You've been doing this like 14 years.
I still get it every event.
I know.
I go to take photos. Like, you're tall. I'm like, yeah. I mean, I've been tall. I didn't hit a growth spurt at 40. I get it with like players. Like Krim caught me off guard. Like they're sitting down. You can't really tell. But like, I mean, I'm on my feet, dude. Like, Joe and Matt had to stand on boxes to cast with me. Literally, they had boxes.
Jack.
Who did I say? Jack? Oh, I'm sorry, Jack and Matt. I'm sorry. You never stood on a box.
I did it once.
You did do it once. Hey, TJ, how's it going? Junk in the concrete, chilling in junk. Oh, surprise! Yeah, gets two. TJ does his job, but then Kleenex, his two might give Kips a chance. Kips catches a great timing, has sub in hand. He's able to take it despite TJ's opener. Things fall apart.
Well, it's actually, I mean, TJ's the one who brings it back into the round. I mean, you get the first blood on Insight. I think we were just chatting it up. But
we absolutely were. We absolutely were. I thought TJ's were the first two kills.
No.
I gotta lock in.
No.
I gotta lock in.
Yeah, this. He either hits a nade. Yeah, nades.
Okay.
Hello.
Oh, just dimes. Gwen is gone. Well, I clearly was not looking at the screen.
No, I know. We were talking.
I was looking at you, dude. I was looking at those lovely eyes. No, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, wait, what just happened? How did they just lose that? Okay, that makes sense. Because you lost Gwyn. His legs were blown off at the beginning of the round. This time, able to survive the opening seconds. Big stick in hand. Bomb kind of working its way towards A. You see TJ moving up for position.
Watch that number 8. Toby's got into a very good spot. And that is the one piece of this map that at times is left wide open, is right down the middle of this tree. Catch them off guard both on offense and defense.
This seems so risky, right? Like
it is, yeah. But decides to just back down. Doesn't take the risk.
Haven't lost anybody yet. You can say Serger. We're playing around a pick. Pick never came. Well, you're probably not ripping Joe Deceives off that unless you're hitting a nade. Well, the nade is hit on the other end. Nero is gone. Lunars does actually get the pick on Joe Deceives, but doesn't matter. Gwen's gonna flick, and the last shot wasn't even close. TJ gets you one top barn. You're into a 2 versus 2. Kips and Kleenex, Gwen and TJ.
Well, somehow he gets to him. I was gonna say they're just so separate right now, but he's able to lurk and make the play through barn. Now 2-on-2, you have to get this bomb planted, and well, Gwen, that is maybe not the best time to reload, but TJ, how are they gonna win this? Maybe they won't.
1 versus 1. Kip's in trouble, but Kips will bury him. TJ, well, okay, it's back-to-back rounds. TJ nearly gets you a win.
And I think right there, he just doesn't have the ammo again. He's probably thinking Kips is going to run away. So he has to chase him, right? He has the pistol in hand, and he's just thinking, I have to go right now. Like, if there is a second for him to reload the MPC, probably wins the round. But he's thinking, he's going to run away from me. I have to run.
Kips just chows.
Yeah.
Yep. So TJ's gotten you 4 of your 6, unfortunately, both in losing rounds. Kips is yet to die. He's 4-0, and they're already up a pair of rounds. Insight.
That's a good nade.
That's a real good nade, but Insight is still alive.
Maybe double that up next time.
Holy. Kleenex just jump peeking. Little angle down train side, just trying to spot anything, and nothing yet because Lunars is playing pretty deep. The defense has gotten all the way pushed up onto the A-bomb sites. They have position inside small room.
Yeah, I mean, both teams really on offense playing pretty slow, like working picks.
Working pick, working info.
Just kind of not what we're used to.
Yeah. Oh, it's been, well, I mean, it's been around a long time, actually. Well, back to BO3, but in the rotation, not that long, and the team's starting to figure things out a bit. Nero just sends it in, and pretty good damage to Joe Deceivs too, but Joe Deceivs usually gonna have your trade, and he does in that scenario. Kips remains perfect. TJ is gonna have to do something again to give him a chance in a round. Okay, he is doing it again.
He's been playing this map a long time, so yeah, I think he's got all the fundamentals down.
He nearly brought you back in a 3v4. Trying to bring you back in a 2v3, and he's doing it again. TJ's got 6.
Just randomly, at some point in the round, he just starts running forward and getting kills.
Give TJ one. TJ deserves a round. Okay. God. He deserves a round. I was saying, if he lost that gunfight, I'm like, this poor guy.
Like, literally halfway through, he just, like, runs at something and then kills everybody.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm just glad he won that. Like, I would have been pissed for him. Because they've been down a man every round, and he's gotten 2 for you, right?
Yeah, besides 7 3 rounds in.
That's pretty good, dude. I mean, 1 per is good. 2 per is, yeah, no, that's a, if we go 11, he's got 20 plus. That's pretty good. Pretty good. And honestly, I would have been mad for him too, because if he lost that gunfight on the heady, that would have been a bad one. Granted, Joe Deceiv's probably capable of winning that. Let's see if TJ gets involved before like 45 seconds into the round. He's trying to. Immediate.
Yeah, they just go right through the middle. Yeah, they go right through the middle of the street.
The first quick plant we've really seen.
Just not sure if you're going to expect that if you're Toronto. Like, oh, bomb's already down. Now you have to retake this, and it should be pretty difficult. But why did we run away from the heady?
We're down a man. TJ's still alive. TJ's going to get you 2. TJ will get you 2. Here he goes.
So he just runs at something halfway through.
He's going to get it. Don't worry. He'll get you 2. Last guy up is Kleenex. He'll win this one-on-one, and TJ's got another round for you.
How are we in another one-on-one?
Bro, TJ's the best.
What is going on? Why did Nero and Lunars sprint out of a door?
I don't know, bro. I just knew TJ was getting you 2.
They have a bomb heady. Why are we sprinting out of a doorway? Anyways, yeah, shout out to this guy. What is happening?
This is just goofy.
No, it is.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it was the meds or that. Yeah. I'm on Mars.
I've got so much NyQuil and Sudafed and VMs. I hope you didn't take NyQuil out of it. No. All right, so let's see if the pattern continues. But we're 2-2 and Koi's have numbers every round. TJ's on 5 straight. Look, the scoreboard looks stupid. He's got to wait, though.
Just watch the arrow.
You got to wait for about 45 seconds.
He stays very disciplined, and then at some point, he just, like, runs. He's thinking about doing it right now. See? I'm telling you!
And he gets away.
I don't know what's happening.
He's got his timings down. Nero, though.
He's going to get another. Just go to his POV.
He's on 11, 7 in a row. Go to TJ.
Just
go to TJ. Stay with TJ.
Let's just sit here for a while.
He's got all the kills.
This is a fringe masterclass. I mean, this guy's got Afterburner and BO3. Like, what are we doing?
Give him another one.
Yeah, sure.
Give him another one. Finally gonna drop. He's 12 and 3.
He's got 3 in the round. What is this? They still might lose.
He's got 12 through 5. Yeah, let's just watch Tej.
He just finds info for the first 30 seconds and then goes the other way.
Well, and honestly, I wonder, like, some of the maybe newer viewers, like CDL viewers, don't realize that there's a stretch where he is the best search and destroy player in the world. Like, okay, well, he's killing like that. I think it's a 6 straight. Dude, Tej.
He's played a lot of fringe.
In his bag, dialing back the clock. And this is with the lights on. So maybe the lights thing is a myth. Maybe he can play in the bright. He's a vampire, huh? 12 and 3, 3-2 edge.
Shout out Hellstorm.
You take TJ out of the equation. This map's already done. Well, it's only been 5 rounds, so it couldn't be. But you know what I mean? They 5-0'd him.
Just forfeit, they surrendered.
He's got a Hellstorm. Don't see it often in Search, but well.
There are a lot of buildings on this map, so
yeah.
Are you going to get the bomb down behind it? No.
Maybe. Oh, they're just going to push for the kills. Got the info, and they're just going to fly at it. Well, you need to hit your shots if that's going to be the play. You don't, but now hold up, you're down to 2. TJ's gone, so things are just done. He can't come back from 2v4. It's only when they're down 1. Is that the first round he doesn't get killed?
Yes.
I think so.
But I just feel like that execution has to be better, right?
It wasn't good.
You have to take something. And I don't mind you taking back Barn, but Nero with a sub probably shouldn't be the first guy.
Oh, well, no. Nero could have got that kill if he hit any of shots.
No, but even then, like, you should have an M15 back, Rock. Like, you should try to get an AR there.
Yeah, he also just whiffed. he also just flew at him with confidence.
How does TJ fly that Hellstorm and do that? Like, take the gunfight. We got to figure that out.
He's fast. Speed modifier.
We got to figure it out.
I don't know. 30% movement speed on his boots. I'm playing way too much Diablo. Way too much Diablo lately. Holy hell. Oh. They deal with Tej. This is a round win for Koi.
Yeah. It's a guarantee.
Yeah, no, this one's done. What do we need to talk about? The round's over. Lunar's though last up. Unfortunately for him, he's not TJ. We'll see if he can pull something off. Not gonna happen.
His name's not TJ. So he's not. It's nothing's gonna happen.
No.
This is such an absurd search.
It has been. It sure has been.
And I mean, you just play so safe there. I mean, you just get double challenged if you're TJ. He's probably not sure where the setup is, but feels like he needs to have some help.
I don't know. I don't know if he does. Yeah.
Well, he needs someone to go first in front of him.
Yeah, that's true. You need someone to die, and then he activates. Koi go back out in front now. And, well, since we hopped to the Tej cam, he's been struggling. Nero, Chalice, and
well, he's happy to get one.
Gwen, yeah, thank God he gets one.
Tips just has a nade in his hand.
Bomb is going to be down, though.
Oh.
Here goes Tej. He's on the prowl. Insight is not going to be ready for this.
You just never expect it.
He's deep out there. Mowing grass. But now his position, give it up, gonna play around it. Those are some shots. Holy hell. Just laces Kleenex at range of the NPC. Yeah. Why not? Keep standing, hold forward, run at him. Jonas Steves is dead.
And well, that's the second time.
Those are good shots.
They just sort of show a presence, and he just lurched through barn. Nobody's picking up the pinch, and he's got a couple of freebies.
Yeah, I think Insight did look to check it, right? Had a timing maybe, but
well, it's just so tough because you have to watch the barn door. They put pinch through middle. There's just a lot that they can work.
A lot that's open. No. Well, he's been finding the openings.
What is that? 14? What's our record? 18?
You mean all time?
No.
Oh,
this year?
I don't know. Have someone hit 18 this year?
I don't know. I made it up.
Maybe 15?
Okay.
Oh, 16. 16.
16? Okay.
Yeah. Well, he might be hitting that. His teammates have 2, 4, and 3.
They're not hitting much.
They're helping him though. They're getting info. They're taking shots for him. They're setting up. Did someone just do a 360 in there? I swear I saw Joe Steves wall bounce and just do a 720. But here they go. TJ's lurking. Do they check it? They do. Joe Steves checks it. TJ's ripped out of it. So this will be the 5th round for Koi. Maybe not. Hold up. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. I spoke too soon, or did I?
Nope.
I was right.
It's a TJ guarantee.
It got interesting, though. Kleenex had to clutch up in the 1 versus 2. Thankfully, last player, I think, weak, and he buries them both weak. He just had a couple of bullets there, but Kleenex gets it done.
And he's just the point of contact, and the way TJ's playing it is just hoping they don't check. But it feels like when you don't see anybody towards it, you're just going to check everything.
Yeah. He's been making a lot of good decisions this map, but that one doesn't work out. And it just, he can't be the first point of contact. It just, he can't be.
He will be, though.
He's going.
I like this, though. They switch it up, and he joins them over towards A. You can see all of the Troy players. They were showing multiple players over towards B. Maybe just trying to worry about him lurking. He wants them to think about that, so now all 4 players will be in the same area, and there we... Oh, I thought that was TJ.
So did I. Nero does get you one. Kleenex just biding his time. I think Lunar's had help through the window, so he couldn't really push it out. Joe Deceives, he's going to go, and well, Gwen's going to shut it down. Kleenex, or Gwen will get traded out. Kleenex approaching double digits.
Same with Joe and Chips. Insight's hanging out this map.
We've said that before. Nero, clothesline.
Hold on. Here he is. The closer.
Dude.
16.
Tied the record. And we're going to round 11. TJ might cruise on past it. 16-6 with nearly 1,800 damage. The closer closes. Iceman. Well, we'll call him Iceman if he ices up in the round 11. But we
used to call him.
We've been calling that for a long time.
Yeah, we used to call him that.
Hammer accuracy, yeah. I hope he does something crazy. I mean, this is gonna be, if he just like dies right away, I'm gonna be like, dude, what could have been? Here we go, round 11.
They threw a lot of nades over towards B, but Koi's gonna, they don't see anything. Oh, but he got spotted. He got spotted though. So you can see Joe Deceives is gonna back down. Well, they're trying to nade him.
I would too. Throw everything in the kitchen sink at this guy. We saw TJ. Throw it all. Throw it all. Throw everything. Oh! Thankfully, Nade's a little bit staggered. Nero's going to find your opener.
Is he going to pinch this?
Oh, Joe Deceives gets 2. TJ's got to trade Joe Deceives.
Oh, no.
Pops a hat trick.
He's got 14, by the way. He's got
Give him 15. What was the TJ clinic? Is with a Joe Deceives ace. 15 for him, 16 for Tej. The supporting cast a little bit better for Koi. Outside of Insight, and they get the map win. All the talk about Tej, and Joe Deceives said, I'll be the one you remember in this map. Goes nuts in the round 11. 2-0 Koi.
They just follow up the nades. That first nade hit, TJ has to back up. And they just hit the hallway.
I would have thought the scuff play of the game was going to be a TJ moment, but it is the ace from Joe Deceives. Finds 2, buries the hot hand in TJ.
They just didn't watch the door again.
Closes it out with a pistol. Adios.
It's that same door.
Yeah, the first 2 he got for literal free.
I mean, maybe they think TJ's watching it because he's in the room, but he got hit by a nade.
That's probably exactly what it was, yes.
But that door,
yeah,
it's a huge problem for them.
The nade hit and Joe Deceives took the perfect timing. 100%. There you go. I was gonna say 99%, but I thought it was a good time for it. 6-5 Koi. TJ puts up 16 for the loss.
It's an absurd scoreboard because you always have triple double digits on the other side.
Yeah, no, true. Well, what did Insight end on? Is it 1? Okay, perfect. Koi, you look to close it out on Den. One of the, I don't know, more fun search and destroys of the year. Just
that was insane. I have no idea what's happening.
A lot of crazy moments. I can't tell if it's crazy or Joe's just drugged up because he's sick. One way or the other, we're going to continue on. TJ puts in a performance, but Joe Deceives won Utsum at the end. Just insane one so far. We'll see if Koi can close it out. We head to break. Don't go anywhere. Map 3 just around the corner. More TJ, more Joe. Yay.
Yeah.
Major 3 is going to be a classic. 4 challenger teams are taking on the 12 pro teams, bringing non-stop action to the ATO. Get your tickets before they sell out at dreamhack.com/Atlanta.
COD Champs tickets are on sale now. Come see the best teams lock in for this season's grand finale in fabulous Las Vegas. All 4-day passes come with early venue access. Head to phasevegas.com or scan the QR code to get your tickets now.
Brought to you by America's Navy and the special operators who work in the shadows.
Scuff, official controller of the CDL. Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL.
Karma finds another two-piece. Here's the overdrive. Popped. Is he just trying to back him up? Making all the plays. It's Grim 6.
The curse has been broken. The dynasty has been cemented. They are the greatest roster in Call of Duty history. Optic Gaming are officially the Call of Duty World League champions.
One shot, you want front time, top time.
Yo, it's on the back.
One shot.
What? Oh. That looked like horse manure. Oh my god, he's gonna repinch mid.
Oh,
no.
Gets two.
No! Oh my goodness!
No!
For the record! He gets
For the record, dude.
Oh, he gets 4!
Joe's got 14. He's got 15. Joe has 15. Genesis has 15 kills.
Friday tickets still on sale. Major 3 is around the corner. But by that, I mean, it's this coming week. We're getting started. Friday?
No, in a week. 7 days. It's Friday. I'm glad everybody else.
Am I sick too?
I'm glad everybody else thought that map was as funny as it was. But this is a legit. If the group started today, again, things are going to change around a lot.
So
Thieves already moved because Optic won today.
And the Miami lost. They moved 2 ways. So they moved in the same group as Thieves. So that now it's Group B is the scary one.
Yeah.
Right?
But that's going to keep happening.
Yeah.
There's a lot to go.
Nothing final. We're just going to keep peeking at it.
Having some fun.
It's fun to play make-believe.
Yeah. A little tickle.
TJ. What a game. But he honestly, he needed the ice in that final round. And he could have beat the record. Didn't. Joe Deceives.
Yeah, he's just like, hey.
Yeah, hey, what are you guys doing?
He's for that free ace.
Oh, yeah. No, I think it was just an insane timing. Yeah, the nade hit Tej, and he just caught it right. I don't know if like Tej didn't communicate it or someone didn't react fast enough.
Yeah, because
one of the players laying out in the yard had to react.
TJ backed away like that was like 5 seconds.
In my head, it was like really quick, but I guess
I think there were a few seconds.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. Somebody didn't react. There were just 2 people laying on the ground, and Joe got them for free. Joe Steve's hot off the ace. EMP in hand, and whew, pistol is shooting. Puts down TJ here early, and we'll see if Koi can turn this into points.
And TJ's probably like, everyone but this guy. I can shoot.
Yeah.
As well, now it's on your front man, and while Chips is gonna find one, everyone's gonna look this way. Now you have a 3-on-2 on this attempt. Joe Deceives is going to run you over, but Lunars locks it down.
Dude, he almost puts down inside as well. Great play there from Lunars to hold on defensively. And what we're assuming this isn't going to play out like the last time we cast it earlier today, where Falcons put 8.5. The first half was what was expected based on how it's played recently. But
never know with this Surge team.
That's true. That was their last series, right? Where they're getting bopped and 1-8-1 in the overload, right? I think it was the same situation. Down 0-2, 1-8-1. Okay. that the Thieves match? Yeah, but they had the triple gooses.
Oh, so their search has recently been
spectacularly interesting, I guess.
A story.
Yeah. Joe Deceives can't find the opener. Up towards Zay. Surge trying to grab it, but they'll hold on to it for a second here. EMP still just kind of floating mid-map.
Yeah, I mean, it resets. I'm not even sure why Twin is pitching that up there. They don't even have map control. He's got no help. But goes for that gunfight. Good shots out of insight to lock it down.
Padding his pickup stat. Number of touches. Fair nothing for you, Joe. No, there was nowhere really to go with that. Numbers decoy here mid for a second. This should... so you get that kill. That's probably an EMP pickup and it starts to move forward. But the fact is you have 2 players coming off a spawn. So it's more, what can Kleenex do? He's already been tagged up, position known. 2 players pushing him out, but one pushes forward. His teammate off spawn is able to grab that kill. Kleenex wins his one-on-one. The big thing is going to be Kleenex. What can Kleenex do behind enemy lines in the lobby?
Yeah, but is anyone ever going to touch this? It's been over a minute since that reset. And well, a big part of that is just Surge. They haven't given up top red. You haven't been able to get control where they are right now. There's always been an AR up there. And one more. So maybe finally Troy can get it on the move.
Now especially, Joe Deceives stuns one, wins one fight. Kleenex doesn't get the kill, and defensively Surge just able to hold on.
Now this is why it was absurd that someone scored 8.5.
Yes, it sure was. Yes, it sure was. And it was from this side, right? Yeah. No, I don't know if we'll see that again. Maybe we will, but it was unbelievable. Koi still trying to put through the first. Kleenex just hoping maybe to catch the timing, or just knows the trades will be there and they'll be able to funnel it through, and that's exactly what will happen. So Kleenex sacrifices himself. Joe Deceives plays cleanup, and you put through the first score. Now, with Insight still finding kills, Joe Deceives is going to track back and go ahead and try to grab EMP. Insight will get you one more, but then finally drop. But we'll see how they decide to play this.
Yeah, Nero got one off someone off spawn. I think that would have been the player that probably ran right to EMP, and then maybe you have a chance.
Doesn't have to go back.
Yeah, maybe you have a chance to rally 2 together. But
that's what I was thinking. Like, that's probably not the guy I want backing up to pick up EMP.
No, yeah, just Nero got 1 kill on someone coming off a spawn.
Okay, that makes sense. Just a minute to play and only 1 score through. Joe Deceives worried about the pressure. He's kind of playing by himself low. Wraps this to all his teammates stop and hoping to catch Surge late on the rotation. And I thought maybe they'd catch them out of position, but first 2 fights go to Surge. That'll stall out EMP. Joe Deceives will buy you 1. Just so weak and trying to finesse. His pistol is nuclear, but can't do it all.
Well, I mean, but he's played it to perfection, right? He's given his team a chance. The player's gonna jump off spawn. Kleenex is watching their cross, and that is all because of Joe. I mean, he buys enough time for his teammates to get there, but he also baits them into it, right? You see the EMP running away from you, you're gonna get caught. Gun not being up.
Oh, that thing gets you too. Yeah, it's just people out of position. Oh, yeah. Who was that that got through? Kleenex still gets you there. It's wide open because of Joe Deceives, 100%. 99%. 87%. I can't stop Joe.
It's a good filler. We all have them.
I don't know. Something. Just 10 to go. And Koi trying to play a little bit defense, so unfortunately stuns his teammate in the back of the head. And then he gets naded. Frustrating moment maybe there for Kips, but they just need 1 kill to lock it down. They'll get that 1 kill. So they'll go into the half up 2-0. Up 2-0 in the series, looking to close it out and end our day 1.
Yeah, 2-0, but 2 scores they had to work for.
Oh, yeah.
They have been working for this. There's been solid defense out of Surge. The problem is they've been pinned in their bit. It feels like, did they have any offensive opportunities?
You just saw it. I think that was it.
That was it.
That was it. I'm pretty sure that was the only time.
Yeah. Well, and then the end. At the end of the half?
Yeah. So at the end of the half.
I think we just saw it like on the replay.
I was thinking just the end of the half.
Yeah.
And like Gwen touched it mid-map for a second, remember? But no, there wasn't a whole lot of offensive opportunity for Surge, that's for sure. Decent defensive plays though, keeps them in the game, but that can only hold true for so long. At some point, the defense has got to turn into offense. Maybe a solid break off will get them set up. Gwen has been struggling. Honestly, he is. For a guy that's a real consistent slayer, he has been struggling this series.
And his Surge has been good this stage, and I think the first 2 matches, his stats really started to show, but after that, it's gotten a lot worse. Like, he has not found his level of consistency that we've known from him.
Well, they're going to need it in this second half.
A lot of that is just their competition, probably, but he has not been comfortable.
No, they've had several tough matches in a row, sure. Rest of his teammates cut down, and that'll end up being Gwen isolated and dropped. As Joe Deceives will get you 3. TJ can't win it through the stun. Lunars is tagged up. This should be 4 momentum now for Kois. They'll grab EMP and they'll try to ram it home. That's a score. Nobody even in a position to play defense because they're all dead or coming off a spawn. 3-0 advantage, and it's spawning bottom. A chance here for Koi to maybe kind of put the game away.
Oh yeah, Hellstorm on Joe. He's gonna able to find one more that's gonna give some room for tips. But Nero bails you out a bit. But a lot of work to do here for Surge.
Yeah, and the work seems to continue to grow. And yeah, the streak in the back pocket could bail you out at any moment. But yeah, you still have Kleenex that makes number 2 and Gwen have to turn his head and deal with it.
You're 3 dead. Almost 4. But they have had no min-map control.
Kips with 1 opener. Such a tough cross here. 1 on the heady. Gwen just laying patient, but they go 7 pounces. Joe Deceives trades that out, but it's just him and EMP carry. It's going to be on what Kleenex can find, and that opening is shut down. Nice pickup by, I believe, TJ. Okay, so you double it. Now can we start to fight a little bit forward? Surge trying to do just that, but
now it's this next fight. This is what they need.
And Kleenex gets 2, and that just stalls out everything. Okay, well, Kleenex going to kill the whole team with Joe Deceives.
Yeah, you had a 4 versus 2 for a good offensive push, and now you lose that. EMP's gonna reset. You're back to fighting for the middle of the map. This guy's not missing. You're off a spawn again. Kips is pinching you. Another scoring chance here for Koi.
Yeah, it's like you do step 1, you kind of get to step 1.5, you never fully get to step 2. Right? 5 straight for Kleenex. Chance for a score if the defense is not good enough. Looks like the defense will hold. Kips will be last man. Now this is where you can't let him get several kills. Okay, well you at least deal with him. Now the next big fight comes. This is the fight they've struggled in. This is a little more forward than last time. While a team kill sure doesn't help. And Kleenex once again gets a double.
Oh, he is just punching them in the face.
Yep.
He is just destroying them.
He's having a good series.
He's having a great time.
Yeah, he's having a real good series. The clutch is in the search and destroy. He had a really good map 1. Honestly, he's matched Joe Deceives for the most part, just in engagements, volumes, and what he's been able to do. I say volume. Kips trying to tuck tail, maybe set up Joe Deceives for the kills. Won't happen, and they'll deal with Kleenex. So Kip's gonna scurry away, but sure, wow, okay, well, he's not gonna scurry away because Nero's gonna rip his head off, but you need a score, you need it now. There's under 90 seconds to go.
Lose the next 2, so not really gonna have a chance.
Does this remind you of the Cleveland Browns? Like a good enough defense, but just no offense?
Yeah, we would just never get to like this point, like the red zone.
Oh. Okay, fair. That's tough.
Well, I just don't watch.
Mathematically, still in it for a moment here, but it's disappearing.
I wonder what possession I feel like has to be like 95-5. It's probably not, but
no. Every time I think it's like insane, it's not as insane as I believe it is, but it's got to be lopsided. Granted, sometimes it's not because the team winning, like they just are a little more efficient with scoring, so like they don't really have it all that long. Like Koi have not had a lot of times where he's holding on to it for a long time.
Well,
I feel like.
Yeah, but I don't even know if Surges, they barely touched the thing.
Yeah, true. No, trtrue. Or they picked it up and took the next fight, died. So 10 to 15 seconds, it'd be about it. Not a ton of shutouts, but it's looking like a shutout. Surge, listen, did expect them to win this series, but I hope they put up a better fight. And the S&D battle, but map 1, you lost by 100, it could have been worse. Honestly, that could have been a massive blowout. There, I mean, 3, it's like losing by 3 is not that staggering of a scoreline, but you just had no chances. Like, it almost felt like they were playing to not give up scores, not playing to win. Like, yeah.
Yeah, they just should not trade anything. no offense in that map number 3. TJ did everything that he could in map 2. That didn't count, didn't matter.
The search was fun. I mean,
it's just tough because, like, man, we finally felt like things were maybe not like completely turning around, but felt like things were getting better.
Well, I think that's, I mean, listen, a lot of times we've talked about the fact that when they're struggling, like Gwen, whether it's on Ravens or even on Surge, like when they're struggling, he's usually like putting up damage and kills. Like he typically does pretty well. But he was double negative basically both respawns. Like he got nothing going. That's an absolute dud. And I think as much as, listen, I know like last year, I think it was like Odd Boy. Someone maybe has called him like a kill whore or something, but like you still do V2 get kills. And if he's not getting you anything,
well, that's, yeah, you can't trade chances.
Yeah.
That's how you trade chances.
Yeah. They need him to find some openings for him because I think from a, I don't know, a skill standpoint or a consistency, it's like he is their guy or has been in respawns. It just wasn't there, and this is what it looks like when it's not.
It's not pretty.
No, it wasn't a pretty series. But hell, we had fun on the map too. That was a blast. Record nearly broken, not quite, but that'll do it for the final match of the day. It's 3-0 to Koi, and now the desk.
It's a quick day.
It's a quick day.
It was real fast. We like it speedy. Talk to me, Christopher Puckett.
I might go see Mortal Kombat tonight. We got time. Wild stuff here, Surge fans. I'm starting to feel your pain. This is the last time I will pick them until Gwen drops a 2.0. A 0.5 is not going to do it against Koi. And Insight had 1 kill in game 2. TJ has 16. And you lose. Explain this to me, Wizard, who's been around since the beginning of Call of Duty. Name us, how do you lose that search and destroy other than a Joe Deceives ace?
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of individual plays out of TJ. I mean, he'd camp a corner, hit a timing, find a kill or two. And really where it got away from them was down the stretch. You know, they had a defensive round. I think it was a 4-4 where he tried to play a cheese spot, laid down inside a junkyard, and they just checked the corner that he was in. And the next round, you know, when it gets to the 5-5, they get enough damage that it kind of takes him out of the early skirmish that happens in the round. And, you know, by that time, Joe had killed 2 people already, right? So they effectively took him out of the game down the stretch in the final couple of rounds. And, you know, at some point, those individual plays are going to be harder to come by, and Toronto just reigned supreme. And really the only opportunity Surge had in the series was that S&D.
Who is the shiniest star on Toronto today, because they looked clean in this 3-0?
Probably Joe or Kleenex. I think both of them had really good moments throughout the entirety of this series. I just go back to the kind of the nail in the coffin in that round 11, and Joe just gets that ace and just the 3-piece world star on the Vancouver Surge inside of that bomb site. That was just what Joe does, you know, across all game modes. He's able to put up stuff like that.
Throwing his hands up in the air. It's all smiles in the Toronto camp. They're coming off a top 3 finish at the Birmingham Major, 3 days away from the next one. We've got our Kleenex in our Monster Winner Spotlight, the tissue, the issue, all of the above. Kleenex, how fun were the games today? Every time we went to your camera, you were smiling.
Yeah, I mean, the game's been fun since the NPC came in. I know subs are enjoying themselves again, so yeah, I'm just looking forward to every match with that gun, so not complaining.
Kleenex, let me ask you about the S&D. Did it get to a point where you guys were like, okay, we got to find TJ? Because he was, at one point, he had double the whole team's kills combined.
Honestly, every single round we knew that he was going to be somewhere in our spawn. I think even when he killed us, like, we're still calling out TJ's missing. I don't know.
Yeah.
We still find a way, so I don't know how, but yeah, we still won.
Yeah, you guys look good, man. Big win.
Toby, I wanted to ask a little bit big picture. I asked this question earlier to our first matchup. I wanted to know what your favorite thing about your own team is. Now, I said outside of games, so I don't want we're the best, Hardpoint, Search and Destroy, just you guys as characters, as beings, as an identity, you four. What is your favorite thing?
I mean, we're just the most goofy team. I know people don't really see what happens in our practice, but all the time we're having fun. Most of the time, Joe's just being his loud little energy, and I mean, Kibbs has it too. I know he's quiet to you guys, but he's a fun guy to be around. And obviously Jamie here too, but yeah, we just have fun.
Official request for our production team. Can we do a mic'd up segment with Joe Deceives for a day?
I don't know if you guys can.
Kleenex, before we go forward, I wanted to ask you, you guys were nearly blowing it up before Major 2. You had an epic performance there, but how have you been able to maintain that since?
I mean, Major 1, I was a flex. The role, I mean, it literally sucks. I don't think I was like really fit for it. I think that costed the team quite a lot. I also think Joe and Chema weren't really the right fit. So ever since then, I feel like it's just been easy. It's just been getting back into it. I feel like finally now we're seeing that, like, me and Joe just playing well together again. So yeah, it's good.
By the way, I picked you guys to win this one. It was a sympathy pick for Surge.
Thank you.
Promise.
Toby, let me get one follow-up here. I'm curious.
You're good.
You know, there's so many people always talking about how you guys should play Respawn. And, you know, I looked at you guys, and overall in the year, top 4 in both the Respawn game modes. Like, and recently, you know, on the new maps, you guys have been sensational. So can you talk a little bit about Insight's role, maybe to the fans, and who people are always saying he needs to speed up? How do you view that, and how does this team continue to work despite people always saying he needs to be dropped?
I mean, the way people view the game compared to like the past 3 years, I feel like everyone just wants people to just pull out a sub and just run it down. I feel like with Jamie on our team, it makes it way easier for both Kips, me, and Joe just to be as fast as possible at all times. Like, you can count on him to just hold the angle and just be that sad guy, whereas you don't really see that often anymore in newer ARs or whatnot. So that's just something you can't teach.
Absolutely. Well, good luck.
We'll see you next week. Congrats on the win.
See you guys. Thank you.
That is Toby. For now, we have to say goodnight to this matchup with our scuff play of the game. Allie, can you guess what it was? It's 4 kills.
The ace? Yeah, I was going to say, it has to be the ace just because it was scuff play of the game level. I mean, you just get him in these close corners. He hits flow. This first guy didn't know it hit him, unfortunately, and then the other two, I mean, Jesus.
Bro, what is going on? TJ gets injured, and they just lay down on their bellies and pray? They're like, please, King Tej, do something for us, bro. He needed some help, bro. He was 50 HP in the lobby. Somebody do something. I would be so pissed.
Joe Deceives with the walk-off grand slam, but he wasn't the only one with wins on the day. As we take a look at the Falcons, they are soaring over Miami, who has had their number on the season. Falcons looking like they're starting to put some wins together at the right time, right before Atlanta.
Oh, yeah, a really good series out of the Real Falcons throughout the majority of this. I was really impressed by the response that they were able to show us in this one, and gets me a lot of hope going into LAN. Obviously, we haven't seen them perform there yet, but we've got some veterans on this roster that I have no doubt are going to be able to step it up.
Celium dropped bombs today, Ant.
He did. Celium, the stars are starring today. That's kind of what we talked about, you know, just after the minor. When Celium and Pred play well, they're going to find success. And yeah, it's cautiously optimistic on Riyadh again.
Cautiously optimistic on Riyadh. We've been burned, especially if you look at my standings in the pick'ems. Optic, though, is the one thing that's been consistent. I will never root against them unless it's a grand final. Allie went Gentlemates.
I had wounds heart. What was I supposed to do?
A beautiful 3-0. The dismantling on Plaza.
Yeah.
Gentlemates looked like they weren't even prepared for this match. I'm going to call them out with chance. I think Optic looked incredible.
They're the team, a huge candidate to blow it up watch. Because after, if they don't place top 4 at this major, it's the Paris major. It might break a record for attendance. You cannot be ass headed into your own major.
Who do you even, I don't even know who you.
This is the Pro-Am coming up. You're going to evaluate everybody coming up and hope your team performs 100%.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's going to be moves after stage 3. This team has to play well, in my mind.
Ant's calling them out. If you want to defend the throne, you got to look out for guys like this coming at your heels. It's Joe Deceives leading the league with a 1.26. Dan Ghosty still a 1.13 KD.
Went down 0.3 today.
Yeah, he dropped a stinker there, but it's just one game of 4. And of course, one game of 3, I should say. And then we have 2 more days before we get to that Atlanta LAN. Let's take a look at the big match tomorrow. It is FaZe versus Optic. On Sunday, Gentlemates versus Heretics could be good. And G2 has a chance to prove they're real and hand LA their first loss.
Yeah, that has not gone well for G2 this year. The LA matchup, I think it's 0-3.
Not good. We'll talk about it then tomorrow, though. We'll see you at 2:45 Eastern for the Saturday pregame show. 4 matches on Saturday. We'll see you then.
I'm coming back with a new rap. Lighting up the dark on a new path. Never can be stopped, I'ma prove that. Tough as a rock, I'm a shock, I'm a champion. Brighten up the night like a full moon. Ready for the challenge, overcome the too. Never can be stopped, yeah, the chains loose. Ready for the fight, do it right. I'm a brick by brick, never stick by stick. We gon' build it so strong, baby, brick by brick. Let's go. You thought I wouldn't make it, it was inch by inch. Moving step by step, quicksand so thick. Pain bite like a bit, but I got a fire in me. It just lit like a bomb tick tick. Lyrics in the mix, make you smile and take a pic. Finna hit another level every single day. What we gain that. Tough as a rock, I'm a shot, I'm a champ. Brighten up the night like a full moon. Ready for the challenge, overcoming too. Never can be stopped, get the chains loose. Ready for the fight, do it right, I'm a champion.
Oh, he gets 4!
Joe's got 14. He's got 15. Joe has 15. Tennessee's has 15 kills.
Give me another one. Give me another one.
That's what we're seeing right now. But Falcons, they're trying to go.
There's another cap. There's another cap.
Oh, he's repitching them too. This is gorgeous.
And they still cap. Oh my god. Oh!
MC.
Get another one, MC.
Let's get it.
This was annihilation.
Compared to 2 and 5 for Falcons.
Yeah, they're gonna get the last one. Bang.
Well, I mean, that was about as dominant a side as you could have. Holy shit.
Holy shit.
8-0.
My price went up, you can't afford me. I love you where